Check it out. This is So Sundays, episode 4 with your hosts, Driss, Alpha, Bashir, Curtis, and Sumie. What's good, y'all?
Yeah.
So how y'all been? How y'all been this week?
We had a good night. Everybody had positive vibes last night.
We were all together.
I was loving
night.
everybody.
We were all together.
Yeah.
Well, this
Y'all
is-
was
we
cute
were
last night.
big one happy
Everyone
family.
looked cute last night too.
It was
Everybody was swagging, especially to
Everyone.
this man. I did not know your cardigan was Tacma.
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
took me back.
Absolutely,
I'm like,
bro.
oh,
How much was that?
125?
Whew, that's a pretty penny.
Oh yeah, that's what they
Cardigan,
do.
My nigga,
My damn Tacma hat, that shit was like $50 for a dad hat.
Really?
But their quality is, and that's what I
beautiful.
tell people, bro. It's insane, bro. I mean, no more shout outs unless
I was
y'all
about to
pay.
say, they pay any money?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
wanna know. You got the
cut
plug?
the goddamn
You know what
check.
it is?
I wish.
Send me some. Free
Cut the
shit.
goddamn check. So yeah, we were all
Definitely.
together last night. It was pretty good. Nobody. There was.
Good
I
vibes.
think it was just. Yeah, it felt good.
It
seeing
did.
everybody too.
Everybody made it home safe. Everybody, and we all traveled to. It was like nobody dipped off.
Yeah, no.
You
we
know,
all
usually
We
somebody
stuck
dips
together.
off.
We stuck
We
together. We
migrated.
stuck together.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
lost y'all at the end, mate.
Well, no.
Nah, you was
you
still
were
in
just.
BBR.
You were just
Oh yeah, we
ducked
closed
off.
that shit down.
You were just
Yeah.
ducked off.
Okay.
That was the first time in a while that I stayed at BBR till it closed.
Oh,
Who you tell?
let's
I
not
hate
shout
BBR
out
too.
these bars.
Oh, yeah, you
fuck
right.
these.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
fuck these niggas. Cut the check. But
Yeah,
yeah,
not cutting
so
the
let's.
check, bro.
They will. No,
They-
they will one day.
You
They.
think so?
Yeah, we're gonna put it out.
They.
We're
Take a
gonna
check
put it
from
out
PBR?
there.
Open up my
No,
drink.
probably not. But I don't want to give them.
If we
free
do it like a
pub.
live podcast thing, you know.
I mean, they probably
I'll throw
never
that out
will, but
there.
I don't want to. I don't want to give these niggas pub. Like what? I mean, I spend my
Like you said, cut that chisel.
right. So what are we talking about
I
today?
have
What's
no idea.
popping? What's
So,
NFL
back
protests?
Oh.
Yep.
We
Well,
have to talk about
First
it.
off, we're gonna start off with your fact, though.
Yeah, what's that fun fact
Yeah,
over
what's
there,
your
sir?
fun fact, bro?
Oh well, it's not about the national anthem. If that's what you're, we weren't gonna do.
We're not
Oh,
gonna
somebody's
do
got to
we're
bring
not
that
gonna
up.
do
Shit, I ain't.
All right,
prepared
but
for
now you
that.
got to pull one.
I mean,
from
I got
the
I got
file.
another
Pull
one.
from
I
the
was talking
file
about the
cabinets.
paperclip one. I mean,
Pull one.
Operation Paperclip, where you had about 1,000 German scientists, technicians, engineers. They were Nazis, pretty much. The U.S. brought them over here to work, and one of them was the head of the space program. What was it?
You talking about
NASA.
Yeah,
no, the
wild.
guy.
Van Buren.
Von
Buren.
yeah, for
My man
real.
Curtis
Yeah,
knows,
yeah.
I forget his first name,
He,
but
it was
That's
he
wild.
dealt with like hydrogen and stuff.
yeah, no, he was
Yeah.
brilliant.
Burn.
This dude was brilliant. I mean, Russia did it too for their Sputnik program. They
He sounds
took,
like an
They
evil
took a
villain.
dude.
yeah, they took a bunch
he
of.
is an evil villain.
Yeah,
I
like
know,
no,
he's
he
real life,
was,
legit,
but he was
bro.
brilliant,
Van Buren.
bro. He would hang. This dude would hang.
Excellent.
This dude would hang Jews outside of his house if they weren't working properly.
That's
Yeah, and that would
fun.
make
Yeah.
other Jews work faster.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. This dude.
And it would be like the 3 slowest Jews of like all of them.
Yeah.
He would hang different ones every single day.
outside of his house in Berlin. He was a fucked up guy, but he was the head of our NASA program. And so,
And on top of that, he created like what he created is in like 90% of the people on the earth now, like hydrogen. He made some type of chemical, bro.
You
That's
may know
in
a little
all
bit
of
more
us
than me
now.
then.
That's
Yeah,
in all
man.
of us now.
Yeah, bro, it's dope.
the dude was
Wait,
bro.
hold on,
He
hold on.
He was
He
My nigga
mad.
said in us?
dog. He was
What's in me?
he was an evil
Scientist.
genius, but he
He
had a
put something in
PhD.
me.
He had a PhD.
Something, yeah. He got a little bit of himself in you.
Oh my god,
Bro, he had a,
Damn. So
he had
you
a,
evil, Bashir.
what are we talking about? Bashir being a
I
mad
feel
scientist.
violated, bro.
Well, all I know is this
Something,
guy.
bro.
I mean, we're gonna move on from him, but he had a PhD at 22.
At
And he was like
22?
mad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was-
so he's an
yeah.
evil genius.
Prodigal
Alright.
genes.
But NFL protest.
Yo, did he have a big head, like an alien head?
He actually looked like a regular looking guy.
That's scary. All right, go ahead.
Okay, the
Yeah.
NFL protests.
So how are y'all
Got
feeling
some
about that?
I like I watched a little clip with that Lil Duval said earlier. He was saying like I'd rather you. He said just don't play in the game. Like he was like, oh, y'all doing like little stuff like kneeling and all that.
Mm.
And he compared it to like slavery. He did it real quick though. He was just like, just because you kneel to him,
I hate slavery.
that still doesn't
comparisons.
mean anything. He was
Yeah.
like, just because you kneel to your slave master, you still going to pick your cotton.
Mm.
But it's
I
like
mean,
just because
I-
you kneel during the game,
again,
you're still going to play the game.
I
That
never,
supports-
All right.
I
that
never
supports
like,
that.
I never like slave comparisons. But I will say, if they really, I see his point.
Yeah.
But you also got to think these people do have to pay bills. They got
Yeah.
families.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It's a job now.
yeah.
And
It's still a
it's all
job.
about the
I
national
mean, but
anthem, though?
I'm all for showing your hand, showing your
Yeah.
All right, but
your
say
contribution
this,
to
say
it.
this. Say they protest the NFL. Say I'm not playing no more.
Yeah.
What are they trying to achieve? What are they trying to get? Stop sports in general?
I really don't know the long goal.
I don't know the
Well, I'll tell you.
Here's the long goal.
Here's the long goal.
Nigga wants to
Everybody,
get paid.
elections have consequences. Fucking vote. How about that?
You're
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Stop talking about sports right now.
You're right.
Yeah, no. This is. I mean, I like what they're doing. You're expressing
You're
your
definitely right.
First
I
Amendment
get
right.
that.
They're allowed to do that.
I mean, vote, but give us something worth voting for.
that's true. But sometimes you got to vote for the best candidate,
Yeah.
even if you don't
Right.
like
Gotta
them
start
that
You're
much.
right. Just
but
don't
you-
be lazy.
Like, come on, like in the last election.
That's
I mean, I'm not trying to offend
reality TV
or piss off people or whatever, but it's
Yeah.
like, come on,
Definitely.
we had.
who off?
Or whatever.
If you voted for him,
Piss
fuck
off
you.
people.
Oh, there you
whatever.
go. Hey, there you
fuck
go.
you if you voted for him.
There you
Straight
go.
up.
Damn. Hey,
On my mamas.
real shit. Well,
I didn't
You
vote.
a mark ass buster
Hey,
if you voted for Trump.
talk your talk, Bashir.
That ass.
Yeah.
Listen,
Look.
man. The only credit I do give Trump, like I said before, he's changed the way that motherfuckers look at electing now.
Yeah.
That's the
Politics.
good part
He
about it,
opened
bro.
eyes. He opened eyes.
I mean,
Yeah, hey,
He
that's
showed
a
that it's
good-
a, he
That's
showed that
right.
it's a fucking popularity contest.
that's and that's scary
That's
to me,
not a
bro.
good thing,
I don't
though.
want that because
That's
I be
definitely
hearing,
not.
I be
But
hearing.
it exposed
but I'm
what
happy.
it is.
I'm happy.
No,
kinda.
but I
If
hear.
I had to look at find silver lighting, I know who you is.
That's
if you
true.
voted
Exactly.
for him.
I
Thank
love
you.
a dude who's a dickhead to me. I don't like the dude who's like shaking my hand and then be like, man,
Yeah.
fuck this dude.
Yeah.
I don't like that,
I
bro.
will say
I'd
this,
rather
though.
you just show that you don't like me.
I don't want it to become a popularity contest. I don't want The Rock running for president.
Hey, man.
No disrespect.
I'm voting
I mean,
for that fool.
No, I
though.
mean, yeah,
Absolutely.
It's no disrespect, but it's just like I come on, bro. We can't get in this.
But it's like, man, we got to change the whole system.
How?
That system doesn't work, bro. That
How?
system been around since George Washington.
But how?
We don't know how. The internet is here. We need to find some way to do it with that.
So, all right. I mean, I pretty much know the answer to this question, but I'm just gonna ask it anyway. You guys for the protests? I'm assuming we all are for it.
I'm for. I like what
But
they're
you're
about.
for it?
I'm for it, but I
not-
just don't get like
What's the
Bashir
end game?
said. I don't get the long. I don't get.
Yeah.
the,
All right. Yeah. All
I don't
right.
get
Cool.
the
You
long
put your
haul
fist
about
up.
it.
You
Yeah.
kneel. But like, what happens? Are cops still gonna kill black people?
Yeah,
Sure.
there's not much can
what I'm
really
saying.
change.
And then on top
that's
of
why
that,
I like
man,
Colin Kaepernick though. He's
people-
actually doing shit.
Sure. Colin Kaepernick
know?
also didn't vote, so I kind of get a little annoyed at that. But I like the message in general.
That's true.
I don't have, it's the same. Look, I don't have a problem with you expressing how you feel about something. You can't, whether I agree with it or not, you can't stop people from expressing
Exactly.
themselves. So, I mean, so that's pretty much the NFL hot take.
Yeah, man. My whole thing is, I'm not for cops. I'm not against cops.
Just do your job.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it.
Yeah.
People want to jump on these bandwagons, bro, and it's like, man, did you know these 3 black people were killed by cops yesterday? But it's like, how many black people weren't?
It sucks.
Yeah.
You know the sucky thing about
But
cops
see,
though.
but you'll get put on it like, oh, you don't care about the. You see how quick you can get put?
Yeah.
That's
But-
what I
but
don't like.
People
bro.
people group think all the time. That's my
all
problem.
the time, bro, and it fucking drains
I mean, but
me.
there's a lot of history with cops though. You know how
Oh,
like,
it's a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
I understand. Oh, bro, I definitely
been
know
happening.
there's
Yeah.
criminal
It's
abuse going on,
Yeah,
of
for
course.
sure.
Like,
But
weren't
that don't mean
the-
you shit on every cop that comes your way.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's true. That's
Look,
true.
I've
That's
had
true.
phenomenal experiences with some cops.
Yes.
And some cops have been horrible. I had cops pull
Yes,
out
bro.
people are
Bro,
nice.
it's not.
Yeah,
people are
They're
shit
people.
Yeah, they're people.
It's
People are
exactly-
shitty. It's the same thing.
People are
with race.
shitty and people are good
Yeah, same thing
on
with race. You
days.
can
Not
do it.
everybody is good all the time.
Yeah.
Not everybody bad is bad all the time.
Yeah. No, it's real.
Yeah, man. Let's get
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
so,
hey,
that was
guys,
about to-
we're
that
not
was
a
about to
political.
suck the
we're
energy
not
out of the
we're not a
world.
political
That was about to
podcast.
suck the
But the
energy.
thing, hey, you know how we always say we're not a political podcast,
suck
but
it.
politics are just
Told you
taking
that.
over everything, bro. Like,
Literally.
we want to talk about music and just shoot the shit. Like, but
Shit,
For
this
real.
man.
it's
fucking-
like you
the
can't
shit.
ignore anything anymore.
when you got LeBron James calling the president a bum.
a bum
on
bro.
Twitter,
That
like,
is wild.
Damn, I didn't see that.
Ooh,
that shit happened.
you didn't see that?
Really?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it was
He's coming
funny.
after his
Called
Achilles
him a
tendon.
Nah, bro,
bum,
you need
bro.
to
Watch,
put a
Trump
comment
gonna
in there.
fucking
LeBron need to put a comment.
Kick that
there.
nigga in his
He
ass.
knows
Yeah,
how to
yeah. You
congratulate
could tell,
you.
man. the Akron school district didn't teach that nigga much.
Yeah, bro, he should have went to college. He definitely should have went to college. You look
Put
like
a
he
comma
calls,
after you.
Steph
Yeah, bro. It looked like he
bum.
was going to Steph Curry.
He said you bum, Steph Curry.
Like, I thought he was taking a shot at Steph. I didn't read the whole thing at first. I was like, yo, hold on. Whoa, what's
No way.
And he said, you spelled U with a U? Come
U,
on,
yeah.
dog. Y-O-U.
But
Come
I
on.
get that because the character.
I mean, but you know, man.
we're
You
just
know, in the
again,
world that we're in right
shooting,
now.
He had
we're
100
shooting
I be
with
feeling
shit.
dumb sometimes when I put UR instead of YOUR.
I've done that
I
a
ain't
million
gonna
times.
lie.
But I'm lazy.
Yeah,
It's
low-key,
like, this is
sometimes
the world that we're in.
Yeah, honest to God, smartphones changed the way I even spell shit. I don't even know how
Yeah,
to spell.
hell yeah. I feel like I'm getting dumber.
Yeah, bro. We should have like a
This is a
spelling,
great
bee.
segue into
Into
social
what we was talking
media.
about.
Yep. So
Social
let's switch
media.
up the social media. So that's one of the topics that we got on the list today. So social media, is it hurting society?
Hell yes.
What do you think?
There's
No,
good-
is it
it's
hurting or helping? What's the pros and cons?
Good. It's
Yeah.
good and it's bad. Just like pretty much everything.
Let's start
in
off
life, though.
with the bad so we can always end on the good. So
Yeah.
I think it's hurting because this makes people dumber, bro.
It-
People
we
don't utilize it.
I think it's hurting because it's making
my
social
God.
constructs just less. Like you don't know how to interact face to face with
Yeah, okay.
anybody
Yeah.
anymore. Like you're on the verge. We're on the verge of becoming like socially awkward,
Yeah.
but so social at the same time.
Well, I was gonna say
We're
I
not
think,
on the verge.
I think it's good because it brings awareness, but I think the downfall is where people get their news from social media.
Oh yeah.
I think
Yes.
that's
There's
the
so
worst
many
thing.
false sources.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely.
It ties back into politics. Not that we're gonna delve on that again, but
Yeah.
nah, that's when people are getting their information off of Facebook and Twitter as opposed to like picking up a newspaper. And you don't have to pick up a newspaper, but go
But
to
just
a
do your
website.
own
Yeah,
research.
can
But like
go
you
on
said
the website.
earlier, bro, social media has made the world a group think. Like it's
Yeah.
like what it's like. Oh, okay, this group cares about this. Let me jump inside this group. They care about this, and it's like you don't really care. You just want to be a part of a clique.
That's what's annoying, and that's why I say like I don't like when people just say, "Well, I'm a Democrat or I'm a liberal or I'm a fucking conservative or a Republican." It's like, why don't you just look at each issue for what it is, take in the facts, try to be unbiased about it. I know it's hard, but take in the facts, don't be biased, and then come to a conclusion based off of those facts.
Agreed.
But people can't do that on social media, and I hate.
No,
again,
they can. It's just that the ones who do get swallowed by the ones who don't.
Well, yeah, and the thing about it is, we talked about.
It's
No, we talked
swallowed.
we talked about groupthink.
Nah,
But that's what it is. It's acceptance from people you want to be a part of.
Yeah.
So
you
you
know
just
what I
got to
don't
drop
like
all those
about
ideas.
social media? It's like giving.
You said what you don't like.
I hate. I'll say I hate.
Okay.
It's giving
That's strong.
fame to fuck niggas.
You getting paid to what?
Giving fame to like fuck boys, like stupid
But
shit
it's-
that kids watch
I mean,
because they got Instagram.
Social
so they're
media-
watching. Hold on, this is one dude that had two pretty girls next to him. Took 2 shots of Ciroc into the eye, like poured into his eye, and then jumped off the ledge into a pool.
And he got
Exactly.
hella views, huh?
Oh my god,
wait, did he?
He said, "Oh my god."
this nigga does fuck shit all the time.
There's some.
Is he
dudes who
huge
do
now?
that.
Like I've never even
I
heard of
see
this
him
dude.
all the time, so he has to be huge, and I'm not looking for this nigga.
I mean, but then you got to look at people who.
My little sister watching that.
Nas said it the best, man. He was like, bro, he was saying at first, like, oh, I got tired of people just making money off of nothing. But he was like, then I started feeling good about people just making money.
Well,
Some
I mean,
people
you-
just broke, bro, and they just come up with
If-
dumb shit to
Exactly.
get
Yeah,
paid.
no. If I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
bro.
something though, hip hop was nothing at first, and it turned into
Exactly.
$1 billion
How-
industry. So,
Man, it's a global
yeah,
industry.
exactly. So we can't.
But we're giving
not-
fame to a nigga that robs people. And
Oh, does
Oh,
is
no,
that
but
what
you're
Pretty
talking
sure he's
about,
not doing that no more.
you talking
If
about
he's
Book?
on social
have you seen
media
his
like
face?
that,
Have you
Who
seen
we
his
talking
face?
yeah,
You
you
talking
look
about
that
Bookie or whatever?
He got
Like-
arrested recently.
who are we talking about?
Bunk or whatever his
crazy.
name?
The
Bunk?
Book, yeah, Book
Yeah.
Gang nigga.
Man, I'm
It's
not
funny.
familiar.
It's funny as hell.
You know,
It's stupid. Like
it's stupid.
I think that's what social media is gonna come down to.
That Boonk dude thinks he's the Joker now.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
this
you
is
see his
hey, hold on.
face.
We
got
got
like the ha ha ha.
That's-
tattoos
we gotta-
and
we gotta
all
introduce
that
this.
green.
Yeah, we got Dylan.
yeah, that's Dylan speaking. My bad. Hey, can you say that again? Bink, boink. What's his name?
Boonk, I guess Boonk gang.
Bro,
Yeah,
Dumb
Boonk gang.
shit.
Yo, have
Yeah,
you
like-
seen XXX?
Oh
recently?
yeah, that's another dude. Like he shaved his eyebrows, like dyed his hair like silver.
But you know what? I think that's just like people learning how to use social media to their own advantage. And not
It's
not gonna
fairly
lie,
new.
it's
It is.
And my thing is, man, it's cool, but it's sad in the same way because it's like, bro, you don't have to fish for that much attention, bro. You really don't. Your
That's true.
music and your message is already positive. Well, some people say that it's negative, but I think it's positive enough. You don't need to go through all that trees
Right.
and forces on your
I
fucking
agree.
face.
I also think that
Even I think I saw like an Instagram post of Erica Badu supporting
Oh, him.
XXX
Yeah, I seen that.
Tentacion,
I
saying
was about
that
to say that.
he's a true artist and all
But
that.
his album,
he definitely
his
is a true
was
album.
great,
He's a
though.
true
He's a musician, bro. I gave
He
him a
is.
chance. He's
I
nice.
listened to his project and it was great. So I mean, I don't have a problem with him necessarily. I mean, his antics are a little out there, but if you put out a great product, I'm not gonna be mad at you doing whatever. Just put out great material.
yeah.
I
agree.
don't care what you do.
Yeah,
outside
I agree
of
with that.
music.
So Or
there's still a lot
Are
more.
we talking about like?
Okay,
Were those the
okay.
cons or
No, what's
there's
the
a lot more.
What's the
what's
good?
the pros?
What's the good?
We want some pros.
It can. I think it's like a. It's
You know
the
how many
best
bad
spi- it's
bitches
the-
I've seen? Let's be real.
It's
Let's
the
be real.
best spider web for connecting, bro.
Oh,
Like,
Absolutely.
No,
We've
for real.
never been more connected ever.
Well, I could also say that's a con because we see. Well,
We see.
damn,
a
I don't
lot
want to. I
more.
don't want to just stick. We should
What's
just
that?
bounce back and forth because like a con could be. Well, we see too much.
We see way
Like the
too
reason we think the world is way worse than what it is. The world is always getting better.
Yeah.
Like there's less people who are hungry. There's less people starving from death
Yeah.
or to death. Right. There's less. There's more people who are wealthier.
You said the
We're all
world
wealthy.
is always getting better.
It is, of course. Yeah.
It's always
The
getting
thing
worse
is-
and always getting better.
I think
man.
it's well. I think the reason I'm saying it's always getting better is because people aren't dying. We're living longer.
You're right.
Like we're not dying.
have
from
We are
good
more
vibes,
glass
though.
full right
The
now.
thing is, we see a lot of shit though,
See a
so
lot
it
of
makes it
negative
seem like everything is just horrible.
It's like the whole cop thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's always
that
been
was
happening.
good. That was good. Yeah.
It's
I
always
agree.
been happening.
I
it's
agree.
been happening. It's actually happening less. It's not
Yeah,
happening
because it's
more.
been shown.
Yeah, it's happening less. But the thing is when you see
like
a
you see
video of a
is-
cop wilding,
I can't watch the news, bro.
yeah, but naturally you're gonna be like, damn, they're wilding out. But you look at the numbers, actually, it's going down. Violence. People think the U.S. is way more violent. It's not than what it was in the past. It's not.
You're right.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
a lot.
You're right.
It's
You're
a-
right.
We just see more.
That was crazy that you said that. Like, man, it's really. You said you can't watch the news no more. Like,
Scary.
news channels are really becoming obsolete.
It's scary to watch.
Like, who's watching?
No,
Like,
I
oh,
don't
let me get
know.
on channel
'Cause you don't-
6.
you don't
Other
gotta
than
watch
like
the news.
35 and up.
Do you guys watch local news at all?
Hell no,
Nah, bro.
bro. I don't even remember the last time I turned on channel 28,
I think
6, 10.
that's something that's straight up a 50 and up type of thing. My parents do. I don't watch the local news.
I don't want to know about the nigga that robbed.
Bro, that, all
old
they
lady
show
down
is
the street.
bad shit all
I don't
day.
wanna
Well,
that
because
Columbus?
people, look, you profit off of bad. They profit off of bad
That's
shit.
true.
That's why they show the bad shit. They don't show the. Yeah, why would they? Because people would
Yeah,
be
they had a good
disinterested.
breakdown of that too. Like they do that because this dude was breaking it down like how much security systems actually sells around the world. When you instill so much fear all the time,
Oh, yeah.
people. That's why security is like so much.
My mom is the most paranoid person when it comes to like, don't lock the front door. Like,
Exactly.
why?
So then like, oh, we got to get this. We got to
Even
get this.
a gated
And next thing
commu-
you
or
know,
not
you
a
done
gated
spent
community, but
$500 a month just
Even a
on
gated
security
community.
systems
Bro,
and making sure the
parents-
police get
You've
to
been
you
to my
fast
house
enough.
lately. They got cameras on the outside. We can see people approaching the front door for what? Why? Why
Yeah,
keep?
that's Scarface. Nigga.
Yeah, bro. Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Who gives it? Like, they live in the suburbs. All right. Nothing bad is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Some teenagers may TP your house or some shit, or like that's the extent of
Man,
the violence that
we
happens.
used to be fuck kids, bro.
See, I mean, that's a
We used to
good
TP
point though.
houses.
Like, social media is a good way to instill fear in a lot of people because it's easier to spread messages through. It's also good at like distracting society as a whole, like from what's going on in the world. Let's say like we got this whole fucking problem with North Korea right now. They could be on the verge of bombing us right
Oh
now,
my
but we're
God.
still worried about the fact that Kylie Jenner is pregnant.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yo, that's some crazy shit.
Is that like what Travis Scott?
Yeah.
Straight up? Yeah, for real?
Yeah.
Well,
So is that-
no. But, Tyga,
But is this
but
official? I
Tyga-
feel like it's
No,
rumors.
no. Yo, Tyga came out and said it's my baby.
Shut your
No, we
lying
didn't.
ass up.
No, we
Swear.
didn't, bro.
I swear, bro.
No, we didn't,
I promise, bro.
bro.
He said, I promise,
I
bro.
saw a meme. You know, Travis Scott's face when he's like the one day he's like, "Yo, Travis Scott woke up this morning looking at his timeline like,
Yo,
wait, it's whose baby?"
yo, I read something that, like, I think I was on Snapchat, like you know how they show the, it's like the subscribe things you can
Explore,
subscribe
Explore
to.
shit?
I don't know what.
Oh yeah, I know what
exactly
when you
was.
swipe
Snapchat,
up, when you
Snapchat.
swipe
Yeah,
up
yeah,
or
yeah.
Well, I
something.
guess there's a story saying it quoted what Tyga said, and it said, "That's my motherfucking baby," with the purple horned emojis.
No
So,
way.
yeah.
No way,
so
bro.
He did come out and say it
Tyga
was
funny,
his. I
bro.
did. That
What is going
whoever, I don't know if that was
Bro,
Curtis or Bashir. who
Are we about to
brought
see
it
a
up.
Tyga?
Yeah.
Are we about to see a beef between Tyga and fucking what's his name?
I doubt that. I seen a meme saying Tyga.
Leave Travis Scott alone.
They were saying that the
Travis
baby,
needs to
the
get some
baby.
more.
They were
Travis, get
saying
the
that their
fuck outta there,
baby,
bro.
Northwest, was gonna make an album and Assad was gonna produce it.
But you know
That should be
Kylie,
fire.
Kylie Jenner and Tyga weren't broken up for that long before she got with Travis Scott, so there's a good chance.
I don't like it. I don't like the move that Travis has made.
I need Travis to
you
get out of there.
kind of still fresh in the game, and it's
Yeah.
like, why are you seating up already?
You know what I don't like about Travis Scott? He's letting niggas steal his sound.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's.
but what
I
can he
mean,
do?
no, his sound was already out though. Like
can he
Kanye
do?
had his sound before he did.
Yeah, but Travis Scott made
Travis
his
Scott is like a
own.
mixture of Kanye and Cudi, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But he made his own sound, right? You know Travis Scott's
Yeah.
sound.
Oh yeah, of course. It took him a minute though
To make
before
it.
he was like, "Nigga, this nigga's West
Yo, so back to Rocket Man. So North Korea really, I want them to fucking.
Rocket Man."
I'm just playing. I just
I
look.
hate Trump,
We do need to
bro.
talk about.
stupid.
Can we talk a little bit
You
about
a
North
mark
Korea
ass
after we
busted.
after we finish?
Yeah. So let's
With
finish
this.
knocking. We still on the topic.
We still on there.
No,
social
yeah,
media.
no. Go ahead. No,
But
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, so do you?
Say something good. Say something
Well, no,
good.
I want to know.
It connects
You
a lot
guys-
of us, bro, and it's
'cause-
great for business right
Yeah,
now.
well,
it makes your business
Because
boom.
we're talking about social media. So Kylie, how do you feel about her and her social media? Because people fuck with her. I don't have a problem with what she does. People
I
say
don't
she's
really
a
care
bad.
about what none
That's
of
my
that-
thing.
I don't
Like,
care about
I'm
them either.
so disinterested in Tyga and Kylie and Travis Scott.
I've
really
never
don't
really
give a
been
fuck.
into stuff like that
Just
though.
make the music,
I just-
bro.
Like keeping
Who
up
gives
with
a fuck?
celebrities and like, oh my gosh, she's
No,
doing
but
this. Oh, she went where? I've never been into that.
Not to be sexist. That's pretty much a chick thing. I don't know too many dudes who keep up on that either.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird though that like certain celebrities have fan pages, mad fan pages, and they have a huge following,
Following,
too?
yeah.
Like some of the fan pages will have like over 200,000 followers.
That's
And these
Seriously?
little kids are following these people, bro. That's wild.
Little
Okay,
kids
I
make a lot of people
I feel
money
like-
on social media though. Like,
Man, that's because the little kids is asking their parents,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
parents don't know. They just like, here, just get out my face.
Yeah.
yeah.
Social
I mean,
media.
Definitely,
It's crazy how many people get their starts of their like in their careers straight up off of like YouTube.
Hell
Off
yeah,
of YouTube, bro. These YouTube
billions of
stars,
viewers, bro.
Boom.
Billions.
I mean, even we're trying to get big,
We are.
you know, and we had.
I mean, but it's organic.
We got to use social
Don't
media.
we're not trying to rush it. Like,
Oh,
oh,
no,
let's
no,
hurry up
no,
and
no,
we
no,
just
no,
taking
no.
this.
I'd
slow
rather
and
it
just
be
build.
slow. I'd rather it be slow and
And I
gradually
constantly,
build up.
Yeah.
bro, I will
This is cool.
always take the slow route. Give me
I
the
like
hardest
this as a
route
hobby.
Yeah.
all the time, bro.
Slow. I mean, look, when we talk about if we're gonna parlay a little bit, we're not gonna switch off of social media, but look at Kendrick, look at J. Cole, look at Drake. They were putting out music for years, and then it was a slow grind, and then they imploded. Right? Look at all the dudes who have one hit, and we don't. Hear from them again.
All gold in my chain.
Yeah.
Hey.
All
Shit.
gold in my watch.
Who's the fucking rack? What's the name of the Racks
Nigga,
on
nigga,
Racks dude?
Wax on racks on racks.
Yeah, what's his name?
I have no
Exactly.
idea.
That's my
Damn.
point.
Yeah,
That's my
what's his
fucking
name?
point. I don't know what his name is, but that's my point.
That song was hard.
It was hard. That shit was hard.
What the
Damn.
fuck
need to make
is
a
Young
playlist,
Jock
bro.
doing?
Yo, rocking the dress. What you rock-
That shit just popped in my head,
What
bro.
you
They,
doing, dog?
he got a mental disability. You ain't see him in that dress?
I seen him in the dress, bro.
Is he still
Remember
wearing
his
a dress?
haircut?
I thought that was just
Remember
like
right when
one
he got that
day.
first haircut?
It don't matter if it was for 20 minutes. It's like, bro, what's going on?
I'm mad that it was like
Why are
a
you
fitted.
outside?
It was a
Like,
fitted
it was
dress.
very
It was
fitted.
Very fitted, bro.
Nigga's hair is freshly permed.
Was it blue?
Like, but yeah.
Ooh.
But it's like, he like, bro, it's just garments. I'm like, oh,
When?
nah,
Nah,
bro,
no.
you tripping.
What
Wait,
was
so he got a
this?
perm now too?
Hell yeah, that little 50s
But I think it's just
Temptation
for
type
attention.
vibe.
Like,
Oh way.
That's crazy.
Surfing USA looking ass. But fucking
Surfing USA.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, look,
But yeah,
let him
man,
do what
I-
he want. Let him-
In the long run, I think social media is doing better.
no,
It's doing good,
That's
more
just-
good than bad
it's
for us.
technology as a whole, man. Like it's good, it's bad, but I think it's at the end of the day, it'll make our lives easier.
Oh, it does make our life easier.
Definitely.
There's something to
I
be
agree
said
with that,
though
100%.
about there's something to be said about people
But
communicating.
it's so addictive.
I think
Yeah.
people need to be smart on that shit
So
though.
fucking
That's what it
addictive.
is.
You need to
Like, it's-
detox a little.
Bro, I do it literally every couple of weeks, bro. I just delete it. And then come back. Because it's like, once you're on there, you want to have fun. You don't want to have to treat it like an addiction.
Yeah,
That's true.
but that's
So
the
like when
thing.
you delete it, when I delete mine, I usually do it for about 2-3 weeks. And like for the first 5 days, I'm like detox. Like I'm going to reach for my phone every 5 seconds. Like, oh man, I'm
that
bad.
should be the fucking cover of our podcast.
Oh my god.
Oh dude
my
is
God.
crazy.
Right
bro.
now, we're showing a picture of Young
He look like
Jock.
somebody's
Yo, leave
aunt.
Young Jock alone.
He look like
Jesus
somebody's aunt.
Christ.
Leave Young Jock alone.
That's the same
What
dude
did he
that
give
gave
us?
us going. It's going
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
That's
He gave his
crazy.
going down. So yo, leave
She
him
looks
alone.
like he looks like the,
Leave him alone.
yo y'all ever have the aunt who's just like, wow, you didn't see me, you can't say hi.
Yeah.
That aunt, he looks like that.
Sparkly
The aunt
around
that's
the
trying to
neck.
act young.
Yeah. Oh my lord.
Damn.
Trying to be
he
hip.
looked like Fantasia.
He do look like Fantasia.
Oh shit.
He do look like fucking
Jesus
Fantasia.
Christ.
Yo, that's
Yo, so social media, good, bad. So we're saying
it's great.
I
bro.
vote-
You saw
I
Young
vote-
Jock,
I
bro?
vote.
That was great.
I vote yay.
It's
Any
great.
nays?
I think that social media is like becoming very invasive though. Like
It's very
like,
invasive.
Facebook,
Yeah.
Facebook is kind of getting scary.
you know too
To the
much
point
about
of fucking no. Casey was over at the crib one day. It was yesterday, and he got a text message from an unknown number, and his phone said maybe Miguel.
Oh,
How did
they
it
do
know that? How did he
Yeah.
know that? He
What do you
have-
mean? It gave him like a
But
song
it was an
choice.
iPhone, right?
No, it was the iPhone.
You name your
I'm
phone,
scared of
bro.
iPhones,
Your
bro.
name.
Bro, that shit's scary. Like, imagine like you didn't have my number, right? And I text you, and your phone says maybe Driss.
Oh shit!
Yes. How does it know that? How does it, I hate the fact that when I'm driving down the freeway,
Right? Isn't
my
that
phone-
So
caller
it
ID for a
does
text?
that
Yeah.
It's
for
a
real?
caller
Yeah.
ID for a text.
So it says maybe you want to get in contact with this person.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
and then also I hate.
Bro,
when
I've
I'm-
never heard this.
Really?
This is
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Oh
Yeah, that shit
shit!
happens.
That's why I don't
You know
fuck with
that-
y'all
you know-
iPhone people. Don't
you know
touch
that-
me, bro. Y'all fucking iPhone people,
Because I have an
bro.
iPhone, bro.
Yes,
Chill.
man.
You know you can
Y'all
record our
iPhone people are
screen now.
scary.
Damn, bro.
You know
You can do what?
You can record your whole screen. Anything you're doing.
Word?
You can record
Word.
your screen like.
Like, watch.
What do you
The
mean
new
record the whole
iOS,
screen?
Look, ready? Now it's recording anything I'm doing.
Nuh-uh.
Yo, that's fucking
That's
crazy.
dope as fuck.
Like,
Let me
That's-
see.
FaceTimes or anything. Wait for it, right?
Oh shit! Yeah, because this is the red light, huh?
Yeah.
So it's recording.
Holy shit.
Bro, don't record me.
Record
Yeah.
this,
Hey, so it's a
that.
recording within a recording. That's dope.
Yeah, right?
That's fire.
Yo, hey,
What? Now play it back.
Bro, that's fire.
that's
though.
crazy. Well, hey, since we're talking about social media, Kevin Hart,
Oh
so
my
we
god.
have to touch
All
on
right.
that.
Holy shit! That
Watch
is
out,
fucking
bro.
crazy,
Let's-
bro.
And you don't get a notification. You
Yo.
can be FaceTiming someone.
Okay, guys,
Yeah,
that's
for the
great.
listeners.
We know. Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
For the listeners,
I'm not
getting- I'm not getting no
this
iPhone,
man
bro.
Bashir just showed a recording from his iPhone.
That
he
is
On the new
crazy,
iPhone,
bro. I've
update.
never seen that.
I'm sure the listeners
That's
really
scary
are
as
thrilled
shit.
about this. It's Kevin Hart.
So
We'll talk about him.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart.
So, yeah, what's this whole scandal with Kevin Hart going on right now? He's getting extorted. There's a video of him. First thing I saw.
I haven't seen the video. Maybe I'm lost on that part. But my thing was like people jumped to the gun so hard on his little, I don't know what you want to call it, exposing of himself. But it seemed like he didn't say anything.
Yeah.
It was so vague. He
Of
was just
what
like, "Listen,
happened.
I fucked up."
Yeah.
It was like they just automatically went to cheating. I'm like, I didn't
No.
get that.
This is a picture. This is a video of him actually.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, but
I
that
didn't see
video,
it. I
that
didn't
video
see it.
was like from a long ass time ago. That's what I heard.
Well, didn't the lady, she came
And
out.
it was
It
his
could be a
ex.
long
She
time
came
ago,
out.
but-
She
no,
had
no,
a-
it wasn't his ex.
Are you talking
It
about?
was a random chick. It was two random girls.
You talking about the stripper?
Yeah.
She's a
And
recording
one-
artist.
one
She's not a
girl was-
stripper.
no,
So-
one girl was recording.
So she
the
could have been a
other.
stripper beforehand.
No, she's a recording
Yeah,
artist.
they call it recording. Yo,
She's a
Nah,
she's a
who's
sing,
that-
she's
who's
a
that
singer
lawyer? Who's that lawyer that always like?
Is it Lisa Bloom? Her
Yeah.
name? I could be completely wrong.
Is
but
it
I
the
think
same
that's her
chick
name.
that Husbands of Hollywood?
No.
That's not. That's not.
Look,
all
we
right,
got it.
well,
She,
She's a singer songwriter.
She's a stripper. She was a.
She's a
She was a
She's a
former
singer
stripper.
songwriter.
I saw an article. She's a former stripper.
She's a
stripper.
singer
She's a
songwriter.
former
She's
stripper.
pursuing her dream.
Fuck you out.
She
Yo,
might have stripped on the
She
side.
was trying to make money.
Yeah.
Hey,
$10 million.
I want to
get
actually.
10
How do you
million?
feel about
Is
this?
that what they're?
Sumie?
Is that what they're
That's
saying?
what she's saying.
Wait. So she's saying.
How do you feel about? No,
No,
because
that's
now she
why he
don't.
came out.
Hold up.
That's why
Sumie don't.
Kevin Hart
Sumie
came
don't
out.
want to answer the question, so we're
She
gonna
was
make
like,
her
I
answer the
want-
question. Hold
was
up.
like,
Hold up. How do you feel about this, Sumie?
I just okay in my mind that goes back to the whole like people being too invested in celebrities because the final announcement was Kevin Hart and his wife are moving on from the situation and holding a baby shower. Like,
But how
that
did-
to
How
me
much
is
money
just-
is?
That's
How
what I
much
like.
money?
He
Yeah.
like fuck y'all.
like that's what he said. He just was just like, I don't care. I'm still with my wife. I'm throwing
Bro,
a
this man-
$118,000 baby shower.
Bro. That
So
is-
it's like, who cares?
Got the stacks, bro.
oh yeah.
I just think at that point, like
So
people
money,
are
money
still,
can make you cheat.
It was
No, no, no.
$118 for the baby shower.
It was
I knew it was
something
like a
close.
pretty huge amount.
Yeah, but he literally, I mean, he's really telling
What did
just
I
people,
say?
I don't care.
118,000, yeah, that's
something
what I-
like that. But that's just his way of being like, I don't care. Like I'm moving on. We're having a baby. We're gonna
Yeah,
have a
I don't
baby
think
shower.
he
I'm
cheated.
still with my wife,
He ain't cheat.
and I
think
think it's
he
all
cheated.
He ain't
outdated.
cheat. And then wasn't there then she also come out and said that she knew about this?
Yeah, she supported him, saying like it was all in the past.
You cheated.
All right. Well, this brings us. This also this
I
brings
really don't know what
us.
these things are
But
talking about.
okay,
My nigga
this
cheated.
is gonna sound.
But
this
no,
is
no,
gonna
hey,
sound
hey,
grimy.
Hold on. How did he get this? His wife he had right now. Did he cheat with her on his ex-wife?
Really?
No.
Oh, I
First
didn't
of
know
all, so I guess that even though that they were still married, technically, like they were apart. Like he didn't live with her for like the past
Okay.
like 2 years.
Okay.
So he was.
He
talking
shows it
about-
all in this
yeah.
show.
So
What's that
it's-
show?
Husbands of
Yeah,
Hollywood?
Real Husbands.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
shit's
that's
That's
hilarious.
really his
It's
life.
hilarious.
But my thing is, this is gonna sound grimy, and I don't mind a woman's opinion on this.
Oh shit.
Oh,
It's
God.
like,
That's how you know it's
Listen.
bad. That's how you know it's bad.
but listen.
Cover your ears, babe.
Listen, the type of dudes and chicks that we deal with now work 9 to 5s. You might work at Walmart, you might work at the pizza shop, or you make $8 an hour. You go home, you go to work, you might go kick it on the weekends. Okay. He cheats. It's like, oh my God, my world has come to an end. Okay. Now imagine you get with a guy or a girl who makes $50 million a year. Is it really that still big of a deal? If he's treating you with all the respect that he can, giving you have all the money that you could ever work. You don't have nothing to worry about. I'm not saying it's acceptable, but I'm saying, is it like, because Diddy said it flat out. He was like, listen, Cassie know what it is. I'm doing what I'm doing. She's good. I'm going to always make sure she's good, but she got to let me, I'm fucking rich.
Yo.
You feel me? Like, I'm a man. Like, I can't, it's things I'm going to do.
So what you're saying is that
I'm not saying it's acceptable, but it's like, listen.
I heard for every million, do you get like a hall pass?
Oh,
I like the term hall pass. Because it's like
I find it hard to believe, like, just being honest, nobody marries a celebrity and expects a happy ending.
I
think that's just a naive thought.
Or a happy middle.
Agreed.
Nobody marries an athlete and expects them to come home to them every night.
Thank
when
you.
They're on the road. I just think you
damn, I love her. I love that. I love that she said that, bro.
I mean, not
because a lot of girls won't say that. They're like, no, cheating is cheating.
But I agree. I don't think it's acceptable, but I don't think somebody marries into money and feels like they're gonna just have a happy ending with them in true love. I don't think anyone thinks that.
Like,
I think you can still have true love.
I think that if you were together with this person before he got big,
then
I'd see, like, if you cheated on her, you were a dick because she was with you the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
You know who I think has.
But it's like,
you know who I think
are you
has
gonna bring up
He's
LeBron?
human.
No, I was gonna say
he's
Tim
human,
Duncan.
but like,
I think
Tim Duncan
his
cheated.
wife. No, I'm just saying him and his wife. I feel like that's true love.
Oh, I thought you said he cheated. Like Tim Duncan, like the most boringest NBA player. Like,
so I feel like his wife has to love him.
So you know what? We thought the
To
same
be
thing
with
about
him.
Tiger Woods, bro. We could see that
Hell
scandal
no,
come
I
out.
don't
Tiger-
Like Tim
don't even
Duncan.
bring
from a
it
young age, he was a horny ass
has
bastard.
issues.
We could see that shit. We did not see that shit coming,
I saw that shit,
bro. We did not. I did not see that
I
shit coming,
first
bro.
I'm like, that's a horny ass bastard.
Bro, when I was playing
He's gonna
PGA
make
Golf
mad
Tour
money.
2007, I
white
did not
women.
see that shit coming, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, bro.
Hey, just to backtrack a little bit on Curtis's question, I think females who marry athletes, they don't do it really just because they love them. I think it's more about
Insurance.
they just want to live the lifestyle. I think
Yeah,
it's the
that's true.
lifestyle. Yeah, I think it's the
but
lifestyle.
that's what I'm saying. I
We all
think you
seen
go
Basketball
into that
Wives,
and it's the
mindset.
label.
Yo.
It's,
That's what I'm
and
saying.
it's the label. They're like, oh yeah, I'm dating professional football.
It's funny you
basketball.
brought up LeBron.
Yeah, exactly.
you were gonna say
I
exactly.
know it's funny you brought up LeBron. LeBron is a good man. I don't know why people don't like this guy. What has
Who
he
doesn't
done wrong?
like? Who just
A
called the
lot of
president a
people-
bum, bro?
It's
A
like,
Like,
lot
man,
of
they
people
crucify
hate-
people just
a
'cause
lot of
you're on
people
the
hate
camera,
LeBron.
They crucify you.
yeah, that's
tell me,
true.
It's
yo,
like,
tell me
listen,
one
you-
bad thing LeBron did.
He
These
called the
girls,
president
man,
a
these
bum.
girls will sit
I
on
love
this
that
couch.
man.
It's
For sure.
girls that will sit on the couch and be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe he cheated on her. She did all this for him?" But it's like your dude is out at the corner store with another chick right now, and you're sitting on the couch making nothing, doing nothing, talking about nothing. At least he's doing something to making sure she's good.
Yeah.
Look, at the end of the day, that's between them. And I'm gonna say
Exactly,
this.
I agree.
And I'm gonna say this. If she's not complaining, why the fuck are you?
Thank you.
I said the same thing about.
Thank you.
This is again an unpopular opinion. When Chris Brown uppercut Rihanna a few times.
Uppercut is so detailed. I love
Yeah,
it.
no. When he hit her, my thing is she forgave him eventually. If she's forgiving him, why are you still on it? Who gives a fuck?
Agreed.
It's
But-
not,
I know. I know it's a little.
Women.
I know it's a little
mainly
different
women.
from when it comes to domestic violence.
But I think that's where I think people just become too invested. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should not be that emotional.
like, who cares?
No,
Cheated
those
on
are people who
someone
don't have lives.
exactly.
They
I have,
like
I
they
have
give
shit
their
to
whole
do.
lives to them.
I have shit to do.
But that
Exactly.
sucks. That sucks on
But
celebrities.
that's what I mean with the Kevin Hart thing. Like, they literally announced how excited they are for the baby shower. That was their response to all the media dispute.
That's dope.
That's
Because
But it's like, man, all the work that Kevin Hart and as positive as he is, leave him alone.
Yo, real question.
Kick that shit to the side.
Have any of you guys cheated?
nope.
Good answer.
And
Driss.
in my dumber years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Yeah.
say nope. Never cheated.
Were you
in my
not just
life.
fucking with her?
I'm a good man.
What you mean?
Were you fucking with a girl? Like, did you love her?
No, I've never been on that wave. Like, it's
No.
never been like
Guys.
I'm rocking with a girl.
Yo, so this is also a
listen.
perfect time to segue into my next topic:
Okay.
relationships. This is also a it's
yeah.
Curtis' topic. When is it time to break up or take it to the next level in a relationship?
It popped in my head because I was thinking about just past girls and girls I might have in the future. And it's like, man, I don't know. I don't know people's longest relationship. The longest relationship I've been in was 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 years?
Yeah. So it's like,
Do you feel like you wasted those 6
no,
years?
Why
because
would it be a waste?
I'm just asking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's not a waste.
This is like, well, how the relationship
My thing
end?
is
How'd it end?
the point that I'm in my life right now is like, I understand it's not a construct to it. It's you fuck with who you fuck with until you don't.
Yeah, I agree.
But I
That's
do.
it. Every day can change. I can love you with all my heart on Tuesday, but Wednesday I might just wake up like,
I don't like you. I don't want to even hear
nah,
about you.
just I want to go a different route. Not saying I want to fuck other girls, but it's so easy and so hard at the same time to grow apart.
Facts.
Because growing, especially if you get a relationship when you're young, man, y'all both so into each other until y'all start experiencing the world and seeing what different views that y'all might be into. So you might grow this way, and that don't mean you're growing up and she's going down, or he's growing up and you feel me, is you just growing different.
Yeah.
But that's why I feel like the biggest difference is when you start dating someone seriously. So, for example, like there's couples that are in relationships for 10 years and it seems devastating, but you don't know when their relationship actually ended. It could have ended
You're
within
right.
6 years of the relationship.
You are so
But
right.
I do.
I love that you said that, because it's like people really do stick around just because, well, like Bashir said, they feel like they've invested so much time.
But like parents with divorce who get divorced and have kids, they
Exactly.
stick it out for their kids. But
even people without kids, they just like, well, I put in 5 years, I can't give up now.
I'm
But it's
trying to
like,
fix it,
listen, if it's done, it's done.
But I will say this:
Don't hold on
I
to something
think
that's dying.
The older we get, and I think this is where I personally think girls hold on to quantity versus quality.
Yes.
There's people that don't find anyone until they're 28, only date for a year and a half, and get married, and they're happy because they've matured and then became
they
in a
know what they
relationship.
want. Agreed.
Exactly.
I agree.
I don't think you have to date someone for 5 years. I think it depends where you are in life and
Yeah.
who you find at that point.
My whole mindset right now is like
That
the
you-
next girlfriend like I have.
And it's all about a feeling.
It should be my
It's
wife.
it's also crazy that you said that, because there's a lot of people doing the opposite, where they just get married just to get married.
Oh,
Yeah, they
And-
get married for the party and
Yeah,
the
just
festivities
the
and the.
idea of it, that whole
Yeah.
ideal of getting married.
The
It's
honeymoon- the honeymoon
gas. Like they
stage.
get married off of gas. Like, oh, I love you right now. Let's go
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
And you know what? It's
And
mostly
it
white
falls
people.
every time.
It's mostly
You're
white
right.
people.
You're right. I mean, it is. I'm sorry, but it is.
It's mostly white people.
I don't know if that's race.
I don't-
synonymous. I've
It's
seen
not
this
right.
people-
It's just-
It's mostly white
Listen,
people.
man, stereotypes are stereotypes. It is what it is.
You know-
Stereotypes are that because of how
Yeah.
many people do
But
it.
You know what's funny about today is that you got a lot of people nowadays who are like, I'm not about traditional values, yada yada yada, but people still do traditional shit. Like
All the time.
marriage,
Like
marriage is
fucking
something.
Christmas.
Like if you tell people,
Y'all
if you
really
tell-
celebrate Christmas. Y'all funny.
I don't celebrate
Nigga,
no
I wish I
holidays.
celebrate.
Bro,
Christmas,
first of
I
all,
don't celebrate
that
no
shit, I
holidays.
love Christmas.
When it comes to
bro.
Christmas, bro, like
I don't believe in that shit, but
I never
love
got
that
shit for
bro.
Christmas. Nigga, I mean, we celebrated Christmas,
Yeah,
but there was
quote
not
quote
shit.
unquote, we put decorations up. I got
Yeah.
presents. I got
That's
presents.
funny.
My
But
parents
like-
be like, "Here's $20.
But
Go get
but
some
even
candy."
this, like my thing is, even in a world where we're straight up living in a time where people are like, I'm not about cultural norms. I'm not about this. I'm not about that.
Still getting
Marriage,
married at church.
marriage is still like, I still do want to get married. Like you'll hear women talk about like, I'm a woman, yada yada, feminism, yada yada yada. But like these very women still want to get married,
I like
and
that.
they
Can we-
like traditional values.
Can we touch on that?
Uh-oh.
Feminism?
Like, I know that's not part of the
Feminism?
topics, but no,
What?
just marriage.
Sure.
Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
the
Yeah, that's
idea?
not
That is
marriage.
part of the topic, low
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
All right. Caesar, what's your idea of marriage?
I don't want to.
I feel like you're gonna have a different marriage. You're not gonna have traditional kind of joint. I don't think
It's
you'll ever
definitely-
get married.
but that's what I'm. That's what
I
I'm
think you
saying.
just have like a lover. What is it?
Well,
I feel like Bashir's on the fucking
Your
roll
soulmate.
right
You'll
now.
have
Look.
you'll have a soul
Because my thing is exactly. I see. I vibe with that, but my thing is, even though people, it's the new thing to say like, "Oh, marriage is just paper." Why did you? Everybody's saying that right now.
Because it's trendy. It's cool to say.
Exactly, but I really feel like that.
Yeah.
I don't need to say it out
Yeah.
loud.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it. I say this all the time. It's a joke, but I'm like, yeah, my future baby moms or my future ex-wife.
Yeah.
Or like
that
when we
shit's funny.
say,
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
say,
yeah.
but like, I mean, I'm joking around, but it's like,
Actually, that'd be real.
well, no, I mean, I don't
Are
want
you
it.
joking around?
No, I don't want it. No. Don't get me around. I mean, I'm
Future
playing
ex-
around. But my thing is, it's like, you don't need to be married in order to have like a successful relationship with somebody. Like you could have, what if you guys had kids? you live together, but
That's
you never
marriage.
had. Yeah, that is a marriage.
That's
It's
marriage.
just the government's not involved.
It's crazy.
Exactly,
I feel like
bro.
we talked about marriage. We
That's
touched
all
up on it on a
marriage is.
past
You know how much
podcast
divorce is?
episode, didn't we?
Probably did. I was.
We talked
I
about
don't
it.
think I was here for that.
Bro,
bro.
you know how much
faded.
No, I don't
divorce
think-
is? Like to
Huh?
get
In the first
divorced.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
From
why?
someone you do not
Well,
like anymore. Because you know how you're talking about
Wait a
that.
minute,
Like,
what?
you know how you're talking about like, yo, when you guys are done, you're done. Like
I think I
the next
mentioned.
day you don't like it.
Yeah, people
Think
try to
of
hold on to a
divorce, though.
dying flower all the
Think
time.
of
So-
divorce.
I guess people don't really. Were you gonna say something?
What is that? Would you guys sign a prenup? Yes or no?
Yes.
Like before going.
Yes.
Just
Depends on how much money I have.
I'm not dumb.
I mean,
I agree with that.
first of all, people think of marriage as just strictly a celebration of their love, and that's what it is when it comes down to the Bible. But what it really is very business. It's very business.
Of course.
And that's
It's all
what that's
money.
why you
Money.
just said that. That's why I don't care for marriage, because without marriage you don't talk about a prenup. Because when you talk about a prenup, it's like you
It's a contract.
If you even talk about it, it's just automatically a splinter in a relationship.
Yes.
Either you did
Like-
or you didn't. Because if you didn't, you constantly thinking. You might not think about it every day, but it's like, damn, I don't have a prenup. But then if you do get one, she's thinking like, I can't believe he got a prenup, and it's just a splinter for no reason.
Right.
Versus
Like, why are you
just
putting
rocking,
doubt in this relationship?
but just
You just put
exactly,
doubt
but just
in a
rocking
relationship.
with each
But
other.
Question
just
though,
rock with each other.
do any of y'all know how like prenups work? Like, are there like special rules that you can add?
Well, I
to
mean,
it?
it-
no,
Yeah,
every
you get-
prenup is different.
Every prenup's different.
Yeah.
You can write it up out.
Yeah, you customize it. Yeah,
I could
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, you can have everything of mine except my Pokemon cards.
Oh, that's the realest shit
Like you,
ever. bro.
you
That's-
customize it, but traditionally most of it is what you come in with, you leave with.
Yeah,
That's usually
yeah,
what
that's
it
the
is.
that's the
See,
long.
you know
haul
what
of it.
though? I think if you do a specialized prenup where you both come to an agreement with some shit, so it's not
I
like
don't want to do none of that. I just want to sit on a
yeah,
fucking
you can
hammock
Exactly.
and just rock with you.
that's,
you rock-
that's if you do a prenup.
If we have
Come on.
kids, we have kids.
Yeah,
If
I
we
mean,
move into a house, we move into a house.
If you rock with
If
somebody,
we move
you
here,
rock
we
with
move. I don't care about none of that. Oh my god. Oh, you only saved up for 4 years to
Hey,
get a ring.
hey.
Well, you should have saved up for 5. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
bro.
what is it? 3 months salary or
Yeah,
or
bro,
something?
that shit is so
think
dumb.
it's,
That's
Yo,
so
I
America.
want my wife to be like, yo, take that money, put it into a house.
I don't care about
that-
money.
take
I
that
think that's what it is.
$10,000
I think I
that
just
It
you're
don't
goes
care
back.
about money.
Hold
Put
on,
it
it
in the
goes
house.
back to social norms though, because a lot of these, it has. I mean, because there's a lot of pressure on chicks to get married. Let's just call a spade a spade.
I mean,
A lot of
they
dudes-
grow up.
Yeah.
I mean, well, this is a good time.
There is a
to
lot of
jump in.
pressure on.
I don't, and that's where I think. I'm not saying all guys think this way, but I think they always think girls are rushing it. But we have an internal like
You have
clock.
a clock. Yeah, I was
and,
gonna
like,
say they have a
there's only a
clock.
certain to have a child.
To have a kid.
And then you want to have
Right.
a kid with someone that
but
you
but
love.
unfortunately, we are in society
Now-
where you want to have kids after marriage, like
But
That's the thing.
marriage is built around y'all social clock, though, right?
wedding.
I mean,
I'll say
internal
wedding,
clock.
not marriage. I don't think.
Oh, you said
marriage-
wedding.
age.
I meant
Okay,
wedding.
okay, I
Wedding,
understand.
yeah,
Okay,
like-
you're
because
right. You're
there's
right.
just- I think there's such a stigma, like, oh, they didn't get married and she has a kid with him. You know what I mean? Like, there's
I
just
didn't
a
think
But
about
that's
stigma
that's
to it.
you letting somebody
That's
else
still social
dictate
norm.
how you move.
Yeah, that's a social norm, and I think that's becoming less and less. Like I don't look at
It
people
is
who-
becoming
I
less
don't look
and
at
less.
kids.
Yeah.
I don't look at people who have children outside of marriage and think, "Oh, she's a harlot." Like, nah.
But
But the
Yeah.
only,
Niggas
but,
are
but,
hard.
but I will jump on this side. I am
that.
kind of against, because the way kids moving now, that's the last. These kids is out here moving crazy.
Nuts.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like just
What
like
I just-
sex
what I-
is like
nigga, what I just tell you earlier,
like
bro.
so quick. Like yeah, back in I ain't gonna say back in our day, like we was like
Nah,
we
bro, they're
older,
smacking
nothing.
young.
But
They're smacking
bro, these
young.
kids, bro, they don't.
Hey, it's not just sex; it's no condoms, no nothing. So
Yeah, they not worried about none of that.
That was
Yeah.
Nick on the mic.
They're not
Yeah.
worried about any of that,
for
bro.
real, bro. Like
Versus us,
nothing.
like we had those parents to be like, listen, you gonna catch something, it's gonna fall off.
Mhm.
You gonna catch
You gonna
something,
catch something.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Gonna
But
fall
now
off.
parents are around our age and younger now, so they telling the kids like, shit,
Yeah,
I had you when I was 18.
Exactly.
They don't give a shit. That's scary, bro. And social media. You can be 7 years old and get on IG and
Yo,
see grown
my-
women naked.
I had a,
exactly.
I have a 9-year-old cousin who knows what a server is. When I was 9, I didn't know what a fucking server was.
I have
What do
no.
you mean,
I don't know
We're
what
talking
that
about,
is.
Like, that nigga that gives you food.
No,
That brings you food?
That's what I'm
the
saying.
internet.
That's
I'm
what
talking
I-
about the
You're
internet,
talking
like
about
the
from
server.
2K. He played 2K, doesn't he?
Yeah, he was
like
playing
the
2K last
He's like
night.
the servers are first of all.
The servers are
What's a server? First of all,
So basically,
2K.
yeah, well, 2K is an
video
idea. That's an
games,
idea
yeah.
of it. So basically, when you have a bunch of people on an application that's an online application, you need there's like a certain bandwidth that it could withhold. Like there's a certain amount of people that can be on it before it crashes. So
Oh,
think
okay.
about it like a basket that only allows like 10 pounds of like fruit in there.
Yeah, basically like a server. Yeah.
Mangoes.
Yeah.
Mangoes.
This
Yeah.
he's
Yeah,
a,
mangoes.
but yeah,
Mangoes.
this kid's 9 years old. He knows what it is. When I was 9, I didn't know that.
But we're
So
before the
imagine-
internet, though.
You know,
Hell no.
exactly.
But that's all internet
but that's
babies.
my-
Crazy,
that's-
bro. We're
but-
before the
Internet babies.
That's my point.
We are before the
before the
internet.
internet. Remember
These
that.
kids can go out here and
That's like a
That's
tattoo or
mixtape.
something.
That's a mixtape name. I'm gonna start a poem.
That is a
Yo,
mixtape.
before the
We're
internet.
before the internet.
Nah,
That's
before the
dope.
internet, bro.
these kids can go
Yes.
on and they could figure out all of these things without having their parents there to teach them, and that's horrible.
Social media.
Social media is
raised
raising
kids.
a lot of
Yeah, I was
these
about to
kids,
say,
bro.
That's horrible.
Social media is raising a lot
Well,
of
and
kids.
again, it goes back
It
to
is,
what
bro.
Curtis said.
Beat your kids.
If you're having kids,
He's like,
No, he didn't
I'm
say
all
that.
about that. Yes,
But
I
if you're-
am all about that.
sometimes-
Beat your
sometimes-
hey,
kids.
I'm down for chastising.
Oh,
I'm not saying, you know,
That
it's
was a
some
fancy
ruthless shit
word.
that
That's a
parents
fancy
did.
word
Grab
there.
hangers and wires. I ain't saying do all that, but
Wait, for what?
yeah, man. My mom used to do a lot.
Oh, you mean
I love
beating?
my mama.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I love
Lord.
my mama to death. I might be scared to love my mama now. Like I have to love my mama.
Hell yeah, my mom used to hit me with a fly swatter. I got a shoe. Shit, my mom's from the South, like West Virginia, so like my grandma used to go get a switch off the tree.
Oh,
I don't know how they
Yeah.
break
And then,
that.
like,
My
Oh.
dad, my
And it's-
dad made me sleep in the garage one night.
Yo,
Just
that's
sleep in
abuse.
the-
Hey, that's foreign. That's
that's child abuse.
hey, that's foreign parents.
Yeah.
But
That is child
going
abuse.
back to the switching and all that, it's crazy to think like Adrian Peterson got suspended a whole season almost for switching his
For
kids.
Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
And I'm
social
sitting
media
here like,
again.
I'm
That's
sitting here
social
like
media
shit. My
fucking
grandma
niggas
used to
And that
go.
goes-
I got
like,
a mug
threaten.
thrown
She's
at
like,
me.
yo, I don't go get a branch off the tree.
Yo, but that
I'd be like, oh shit.
that
that's-
goes
that's
back,
a
and that's what I'm
stupid
talking about, though. Like, yo, people who aren't in that situation are telling this man how to parent his child. People who aren't in the situation are telling
made this kid.
are telling Chris Brown and Rihanna how they. I mean, don't hit women, but like,
Yeah, don't hit women.
if she forgave the guy, get over it.
Yep.
Like Kevin Hart and his wife. That's not your business. Stay out of their fucking business.
I sound
That's
hypocritical
facts,
and
bro.
contradictory, but it's like I'm for whooping kids, and I'm against it too. Like they're humans,
yo,
just talk to them.
Don't snuff your kid,
I
my
mean,
nigga. Don't
sometimes-
square up.
But
with your
sometimes
kid.
they don't listen.
They don't
So it's
listen.
like,
Kids-
listen.
kids
That's
are
why,
dogs,
that's
bro.
why,
I
yo,
say this.
You smack them on the lips. That
Hold
shit
up.
hurts.
I say
I
this.
swear they'll stop
I say
talking
this
to
all the
you.
time.
My
Oh,
uncle be
bad.
flicking their ass like, pop.
I say this though. Kids are like, you got to train them like dogs.
You do.
Yeah,
Low-key.
I even saw some kid wilding out at Meyer the other day, and his mom was just like sitting there chasing around. I was sitting there thinking to myself, my kid was wilding out, being loud and shit in Meyer. I would just sit there and smack the shit out of him right there. I don't give a fuck. That's my kid. He's out here being a fool. Like that's just my perspective of it.
Hell yeah.
And a bit. Oh, go ahead.
My mom, used to do like she used to like spank me when I was little, but then
Hold on. What do you mean spank? Like, yo,
like
Put over
my
your
knee?
knee?
Over my
Yeah,
knee?
yeah,
Hands
yeah.
down?
No way. Like a movie shit?
yeah, for real.
No
And,
way.
Like, hey,
but then-
dog.
then-
Hold on. Did you
I
eat?
ain't never had a
have you
whooping
ever,
like
have you
that.
ever eat soap?
No.
That's some wild. Has anybody? Oh, look at Dylan back there. Like, yeah, I've eaten soap.
But then I
That's abuse.
I stopped being afraid of it at a certain point when she used to do it all the time. So she got
You're getting
smart.
older.
Yeah, she got smart, and what you need to do is take away what they really love, and
Exactly.
what they have fun with.
That's the version of talking to them.
Right.
Like the actual physical doesn't work so much.
Well, their brain. That's what I'm saying. You whip them when they're children. I'm saying
Yeah.
like, don't
Yeah.
actually
Both. What are you
don't punch
talking
them in
about?
the face.
My
but
mom
like I'm
took
saying,
my PlayStation and
Right.
beat my ass.
like, at a
See,
certain
mom
point,
was she
That's
was
a double
ruthless. She would
punishment.
leave the PlayStation and the TV, but just take the controllers. So I would turn it on and just look at the screen like, damn, I wish I had a controller. She used to be ruthless with it, bro. I remember one time she got mad as hell, bro. She got mad. Man, my cousin, he remembered that. She just walked in the room, grabbed some scissors, and just cut the wire to our TV. Cut the plug. Just cut it.
Wait, to the TV?
Yeah.
No.
And it was a wrap.
That's
We
heartless.
was so
That's heartless.
baffled. It was a cheap ass TV though, so
Okay.
she was
It's
like, I
still
don't give
TV,
a fuck.
bro.
Yeah, bro, we was hurt.
That was
We was like,
wicked.
man.
Oh,
And for a second, I'm like, can we reattach it? I started thinking like a doctor for a second, like, man, maybe I can strip it and
MacGyver
reattach it
that
and plug it
shit?
in. Yeah, it was crazy, bro.
That's stupid.
Damn.
damn.
I love my mama though. I love you.
Oh yeah, bro.
Wait,
Those
hold up.
lessons like that, man. That's what I'm saying. Kids ain't getting built no more character, bro. There's
At
no more
all,
character no more. It's even no more character in movies. You know, a lot of movies and shows used to raise us, bro.
Well,
That's why we hold on to stuff
what I'm
like that,
saying.
like
Hey,
nostalgia.
Friends,
when it comes to like
Family Matters.
TV, TV and film, there's great television out, but there's no TV where about real. There's like that's why I like Shameless so much. We was talking about TV. I like
I like
Shameless
Shameless
because
too.
it's kind of like a realistic thing that could happen.
But it's
in a way.
it's not a
But you
black
know-
world. That's
yeah,
the
it's
only
not.
thing I don't like.
Yeah, but
But you know, have
you can still adopt it into
You
your
can,
life.
you
Have you
can.
watched? I'm being serious when I promote like Modern Family. Like it's exactly what it is.
Modern.
It's what
It's too,
it is.
It's too glamorized for me.
I
It
agree.
for sure is, but
I
I think
agree.
that appeals to what the generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
like
right.
you look at all
What
these.
is it on Fox? Oh, is it on ABC? Okay.
I mean,
But
I-
it's three modern. I mean, it's one family. They're all branched from the same.
I
Family.
definitely like the idea.
But it's
I do
three
like the
different
idea.
dynamics. It's a gay couple raising
Yeah.
a daughter. It's you have the older man with the glamorous, the gold digger, and
Yeah.
then you literally have your typical just
Normal
husband and wife,
family, yeah.
very traditional. But it's like it's the dynamics of them. But at the end of the show,
They need to add they need to add black couple to that show.
I don't think
They
they have
don't.
added that in yet, but
That's not Modern Family.
that would be a good.
That's
one.
what I don't like about certain black shows. I ain't gonna say they let us, but we always turn shit into drama. That's the reason why our shows never last. Like we never have the 6, 7, 8 season. We get 2 because we done cussed out and did, and then we get canceled.
Yeah.
I don't like that, bro.
You know, the Carmichael show is the shit, bro.
The
I've
Carmichael
never
show.
seen it.
The Carmichael show was a realistic
Oh, man,
black
it was
show,
good.
like
Yeah.
regular comedy. Well, no. Here's my thing.
Why did it
though.
get canceled?
What do
though?
you mean the
Well-
main character? You mean Carmichael?
No, I could tell you why it got canceled. It's on
Bro,
NBC on Sunday night, or not on Sunday night, but NBC on like a Sunday. I think it is. It was on Sundays.
Yeah,
It
Is
was
it Sunday
Sunday.
night?
You know what though? They should make it like a Hulu original or something then. 'Cause,
They
like,
should.
that,
Yeah.
that
They should
show
pick it
actually,
up.
Streaming-
Netflix should pick that up.
Yo, streaming is the way of the future, bro. Like, if you could watch a
The
whole
internet
series,
is the way of the future. I barely look at my fucking TV anymore, bro.
Yo, if Netflix
It's
picks it up,
crazy.
you
It
can
just
curse
sits
it.
on my
I
wall.
look at
What was
my
that?
I look at my
Netflix picks it
TV
up, you
if
can
it's
be
got
like
Netflix
cursing
and
and
Hulu.
Exactly, but that's
Like,
that's the internet
That's
though.
still the
That's not
internet.
even TV.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's streaming. Like we're streaming NFL games because we ain't got CBS. Fuck AT&T and CBS right
Bro,
now.
normal
Y'all come to a
channels-
relief.
normal channels are done. Normal channels are done, bro.
Absolutely.
yeah. But we still didn't even finish our thoughts on the topic.
Okay, yeah,
Is
we
that-
were on to a
What are we
whole
talking
different
Yeah.
What are we talking
road.
about right now?
We're talking about
Well, that's
relationships.
the
To move
the
forward
question.
and a step
Yeah.
to
What was
and
the
to
question?
break up.
What was the goddamn question?
When
Yeah, let's
you-
read
when
it
you know it's
verbatim.
gonna
All right,
step
so
forward in a relationship.
when is it the time in the relationship to break up or take it to
Oh.
the next level?
There's no right answer for that.
I think
You just
there
know
is,
it. You
but
just
there.
know it. I think one
Okay,
person
but to give a
figures out.
structure to it, you do right. You're right. You do just know it. But my thing is, if like I was saying about the growing part, if you feel like you're growing in a different way, and that person isn't growing the same or isn't willing to travel with you,
Yeah,
that's the
time.
and it hurts.
Oh,
It
it's-
hurts.
Yo,
That's
I've
a big
been- I've been
decision
in
to
a place
make.
where it's just like, yo,
This is. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Bashir.
I'm just like, I knew, just didn't know how to do it.
And that's
And
the
it's
big
like,
thing.
You know why? Because you care for them. You care for
Exactly.
their feelings. Now he's like, yo, I don't want to make you sad. I want to make you
I'll
realize
say this.
This is what's happening.
I
I
agree
think
what we
too.
gonna
I
do.
agree too.
I think if you guys have similar interests, I think that's always dope. In a way to like carry it on to another
But those
level.
but as a human, those interests change.
They do
They
change,
do.
and that's the
Mhm.
problem. Like, well,
No, that's not a problem.
No, okay, yeah, you're right. Because
That's not a
people
problem.
change, and that's
Yeah,
just how
that's
it
what I'm
is.
saying.
The
Exactly.
problem is 'cause people think it's a problem.
That is
Work, he wants
wow.
to be
I agree.
grow.
I agree. I
You
agree.
grow.
I
There's
agree.
hey, look,
My nigga, we're not eating Happy
especially,
Meals anymore.
especially now
You're
when
right.
people are. That's why
You're right.
when we were talking
We're
about marriage, I'm
grown.
like, when people get married in their 20s, I'm like, do you understand how much you were going to change within the next 5?
Exactly.
Within the next, bro. The way
Yes,
I'm 20,
bro.
I'm
And
25
you know how
now.
we're,
Hold
you know
on.
we're talking about
But,
like government marriage rather than
Yeah.
like just talking like let's be
Yeah.
married.
I'm
You're
20.
you're signing your name
Yeah.
to these persons.
Look,
bro.
Yeah.
we're all
bro.
around
Your name's a
like
lot in this
24,
world.
25, 26,
For sure.
around that area. All right, you're gonna think back to what you were when you were 21.
21.
Yeah,
What year is that?
2013.
But yeah, man,
You're
I was a
I'm
whole
complete-
different person.
completely different.
I was.
And
stupid.
I get tired of people who be like, man, that's the worst. I don't hang around people who say, man, shit, I'm a real dude. I've been the same dude. Like, no, brother, no,
why
I
would you-
want to
that's
be
a lie.
around
Why would
you.
you- that's a
I don't
lie.
want to be
That's a
around
lie.
you.
Why would you
bro.
want to
You're
be
not
around
changing?
somebody who hasn't grown?
And the
changed?
thing is, people can say, "Oh, you're so indecisive," but listen, I'm a human being. I can change every single day if I choose to.
I know so
and there's
much.
nothing
I know
wrong
so
with
much
that.
more about the world now than what I did just 2
Agreed.
And
years
it's
ago.
scary.
Yeah, and
It's
it's like
scary.
to me, it's like how was I that naive? Just like 2 years
Exactly,
Ignorance is
very
bliss, bro.
naive.
Yeah,
Ignorance
exactly.
is bliss.
But that's the good thing about hanging around good people. See, when I was around 20, 21, I always hung around with like older people, like 44, 45. That's the reason why I talk the way I do and I act the way I do. I'm real patient So now when I see younger people and they ask like, oh, how old are you? I'm like, oh, 27. They just be like, damn. I'm like, listen, you 21. That shit is about to be right around the corner for you.
Bro,
No, it's
It flies by, bro.
Yo, if anyone tried to or asked me to explain your friend group, I'm gonna be like, yo, these will be the funniest niggas when we're old. That's how I explain. These will be the funniest thing. Like you'll always want to.
I've said that to people before.
I am so anxious to see
I want to see you old.
that, but that's what I was just about to say. I'm so anxious to see this generation. Like you said, we're the generation before the internet. We're
Before the
right
internet,
in between.
We were
Yeah.
raised in the internet. We
Yeah,
weren't
but that's what
born
I'm saying.
with
We're
it, though.
right
Yeah,
in
we weren't born
between.
with it.
Yeah, we weren't.
Everybody
born with it.
after us was born in internet. Everybody
Yeah.
before had no internet.
Yeah,
We're
so
the
we're the
ones that's
weird-
right in between.
Yeah.
So I would.
In between
I
it,
want to
yeah.
see how our generation is when we get older.
We
bro.
know what dial-up is, but then we also know
exactly.
we know other shit.
Hell
Right.
yeah, we spent long nights on
Yeah.
My kids never gonna know what.
But yo. Let me let's wrap this
AOL.
let's
Yeah.
wrap this topic up.
Yeah, the
Let's
relationship.
wrap this topic up.
Should we skip-
Let's actually just move on to the next one because we're running out of time.
Yeah, I want
That's cool.
Rayana Jay.
Yeah, Rayana Jay.
Oh yeah, let's end it on something positive.
Some music.
Yeah.
This is so Sunday. We gotta.
I love my favorite song off the EP. Chill.
Chill.
I said that. That
I
was
like
my
Sun
favorite.
I'm gonna make
Chill.
a whole Instagram thing
Before
story about it
before
tonight.
we start talking about our
Sun-Kissed,
songs though,
bro.
let's Alpha, you got a little
Sun-Kissed.
intro.
I
Let's
like
talk about the
Sun-Kissed
artist.
too,
Yeah.
but I like Chill.
Let's talk about the artist a little bit, though.
My bad, go ahead.
Let's talk about her.
I like the intro too.
So people don't know if you don't. A lot of people may not know who Rayana. How do you pronounce this young lady?
Rayana Jay.
Rayana Jay. She's from Richmond, California,
She cute.
Bay
I
Area.
did not know that.
Yeah. We did a little
Fairfax
research.
shit.
Oh, we did a little
I didn't know
research.
that.
She's from the Bay Area. She's
I
23.
couldn't figure out through her music and how
I thought she
I
was a
couldn't figure it
DC
out.
chick. I thought she was like a
LA.
She
Or
was
not
naming
LA.
like some
Yeah.
like the streets off of
Virginia.
yeah, she said Crenshaw.
Oh, she did say Crenshaw.
talked
Oh,
about
she said
Crenshaw.
Fairfax.
It
Is Fairfax?
Well,
in
she was
the
talking
West
about
Side?
Fairfax is in LA.
Is in LA?
It's a street in
I
LA.
thought there was a Fairfax in Virginia.
There is a
No.
Fairfax.
Is
There's a
there?
Fairfax.
There's a hood
Virginia.
spot.
In Virginia?
I think.
Fairfax?
Is there a Fairfax?
Fairfax is like literally when I was in Cali, bro, it's like miles of just stores.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Okay.
It's just
Fucking
yeah.
miles.
You got Dom
Yeah.
Kennedy has a store there. Odd Future
Yeah.
stores.
All the
there.
headquarters are there though.
Yeah, the Odd Future stores
It was
there.
down rolling.
Soul
Maybach.
Classics.
Yeah,
just
that
had a
shit was
store.
hard.
They got
Yeah.
That shit
dope-
was hard.
Way back.
They got the
that
Dope
was
Couture
hard.
store down there. They
Yeah.
got peas and carrots down
Yeah,
there.
they got everything.
Yeah,
They got
but-
Supreme
that-
headquarters.
Yeah, back to Rihanna though. But I don't-
Fairfax?
Yeah. So what else? What else did you skip about her?
you know, her mom was in the '90s. She worked for a record label. Her grandma put her on to like Anita Baker, I guess. And she's influenced by Anita Baker and Amy Winehouse. She's gotten it like when you hear her music, you can hear that type of feel.
Very
You know,
soulful,
what was the name of her
very
project
chill.
again? We forget
The Morning After.
The Morning After, which
Like
is
that's just right
a
there. bro.
perfect
The
name
Morning
for it.
After.
it's the perfect name for
It could be
for a project.
awkward. That's what. Nowadays when I like try to like meet a girl, I always think, God forbid, mama's not listening. So I'm going back to her crib. I'm chilling with her. I'm waking up with her. That morning after. That's what I want to be dope.
Slide.
You know what? If I had
want that to be dope. Oh, slide.
Yeah, slide.
No,
I
that's the thing. I don't want to slide. That's the thing. I don't want to slide.
If I had
want a girl that doesn't
if I had
make me
one
wanna
word
slide.
to describe her project though, it would be just dope because all the shit that she covered, like the lyrics and stuff, if you listen to it, it sounds like shit that rappers would say.
She
you know
a
what I'm saying?
real
But
nigga.
she's singing.
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
sound
I
like
want-
she a
she's like,
bro.
yo,
That's why I love
everything-
Chill. The best
I love
line she
everything.
said.
Paid in
She
full.
said, "I watched Paid in Full." She
Yeah.
said, "I could be A, you could be Mitch." I was
That's
like,
hard. Yeah.
I'm like, give me a ring. I'll marry this girl right now just for saying that.
Me and I were talking like, yo, there's that one song that just hooks you real quick. And like, I'm gonna like this project. That was
Yes,
chill.
the intro was like that though.
The
The
intro
intro
was
was
lit, too.
real
But
smooth.
chill
man.
was like the stamp.
Yeah, it was
like,
the stamp.
all right,
I
bro.
love
My
Chill,
girl was
bro.
talking about Paid in Full.
I love Chill.
I didn't do as much research. Magic was my favorite.
I didn't
Magic
know
was
no
a dope
research. I
song.
just know the
I seen
songs.
Magic.
Yeah,
Magic
I mean,
was a
I-
dope
way
ass song.
back. That's the thing.
Magic
She
is
dropped-
dope
she
though.
dropped
Magic
Magic. I
is
like
fire.
Magic a lot.
Was that a single that was
Yeah,
released?
it was a single
That one was
before.
what hooked me.
and she
That
added
was
to it.
fire.
But you described really well earlier. You said relatable. Like
Oh, it's 100%
Yeah.
relatable.
She was a good
She said
storyteller.
there's,
Like, good
like the
storyteller.
song Everything.
I
It's
love
like,
her
yo,
voice,
I
bro.
love you as a person right now. I love who you are, but I just don't want you right now.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want right now.
You
No,
compared
she was
her to
basically
somebody.
saying, "You, what I need," but it's just,
Yo, if we're gonna
I'm
talk,
in a point in my life
Be
where I don't
smart,
need
like,
what I
there's-
need.
What were we talking about?
There's
I need what I want.
There's certain like girls that are like that to where you're just like, you would be so dope in like 5 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying? Like,
I'm
yeah,
still a
that
young
song-
nigga, but
that song
I
made me
would
feel
marry
that way.
you, kind of thing.
Dude, you
but I
compared
don't
her to another artist earlier today. I think you said SZA.
Ooh.
She's kind of like SZA.
She does
she
have
talks
a
her
She
shit.
like a more hood version
Hood,
of
yeah,
SZA
that's what I
though.
say.
Like
I
a
know
little
SZA hood,
grimier.
too.
SZA is, but
But she a little poppy. Like she a little afloat.
You know what I think
Aloof,
is? I think
aloof.
I like, bro. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to appreciate
Aloof.
I'm starting to appreciate a woman's voice.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
Like
about
I'm
it,
really
bro.
starting to appreciate their voice.
you
Like
say
there's
right
so
when I
many
sent that
different
to you?
tones and levels. How smooth
Yep.
it is. I like a rough voice.
Yeah, I gotta bring that up.
It's really like an instrument.
You know whose voice? What you just described?
Janae Aiko.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
No, Driss
I
was
fucking
really good.
love her voice,
Yo, you're
bro.
a new joint.
I could
Alina
go to
Barres.
sleep to her shit every night.
Alina
You're-
Barres.
Oh, I
voice.
haven't heard her. I haven't
Oh
heard her.
my
I haven't
God.
heard her.
Fantasy.
Fantasy.
Oh, I
That's
gotta put
the
on. Y'all
chick who
put
has
me
that song
on.
with Khalid, right? Khaled?
Yeah.
Y'all put me on.
Okay.
Y'all put me
Yeah,
on.
remember
She
you put-
fire.
we were playing that shit yesterday.
Urban Flora.
Oh,
Listen
okay.
to her.
Urban
Yeah,
Floor.
yeah.
I'm about to look at it right now.
Alina Barres.
Yeah,
oh my
she's
God.
fire.
Curtis,
She
She's
I
has
fire.
like-
the most clean
I like what you
voice.
said right when I threw Rayana Jay's project to you guys in the group chat. What did he say? He goes,
Burris.
"Bet I'm downloading immediately. Her voice gives me eargasms." LOL. That's nothing out loud, my nigga.
Yo,
Bro,
it's funny
for
though.
real,
It
I'm
was
so appreciative
beautiful.
of
Yeah,
a
her
woman's voice
voice.
now, bro. I don't know
Her
what
voice.
it just clicked probably within like the last year.
Oh, yo,
Like
bro.
I just hear women's
Is
voices
it- is it
different.
weird? I like girls with like a sultry type of like not deep. I don't
Like
really-
no,
yeah.
just
But, like,
seasoned.
you know what I'm talking
Like
about?
it's seasoned
No,
voice.
she'll be talking
like it's seasoned,
but
bro.
it's like laid back. It's just like, yeah, you know, I'm just out here like doing my
Yeah.
thing. It's just like, that type of
like
voice
she
or
got a
whatever,
guitar
you know what I'm
somewhere in
talking
the
about?
room. And
Yeah.
she can pick that bitch up at any
Like if you
time.
looked at her, you're
Yo,
just
I got
like
a girl I gotta put you on. Jessie Reyes, bro. Her voice.
Bro.
Listen, y'all gotta stop.
I
I,
got
gotta
you, I
start
got
with
you, I got
what's
you.
her name?
Sumie.
Oh.
Eric Burris.
Oh, we got to put you on a lot of music,
You
bro.
know, hey, shout out to
I gotta take
Apple
my time.
Music now.
Well, we shout them out way too
I,
much.
no, no, I'm
yeah.
just saying. Now you can follow people's
Screenshot.
profiles,
Yeah.
so you can see what I'm listening to right now.
Yeah, that's great. They turned that shit into social media.
They did,
Bro, I'm
And
tired
I
of
like
it.
that.
Whoa.
I like that more than Instagram.
Apple Music.
I want to
Apple
hear
Music.
what you're listening to. I'm gonna judge you before your music.
Oh, hey,
Hey
can we
man, Chris said that, and it made
Yo,
a lot of sense. You
Chris-
can judge a girl
Chris
or a
said
guy
that.
just off of.
I
Chris
got
made
Chris.
a good point, bro. He
Chris
made a
Clark?
good
Chris
point.
Clark,
Yes.
yeah.
Wow.
He was like, you can judge a girl off of.
nigga like that.
Christopher Wallace.
Wait, Chris who?
Clark?
He made a good point.
Bro, that shit really stuck with me, bro. Like you can. A girl wandering around listening to Gucci.
This is
Jeezy all day.
Bro,
You like
yeah, absolutely.
it
not.
shows.
One of the greatest things Chris said to that point, it was specific to me. He was like, "Yo, you could tell a lot about a girl based off of her iTunes top 25."
Facts.
You
When
can,
he was
bro.
specific about that, and I was like, "Bro, Chris, that might be one of the smartest things I've ever heard you say." in your
Right?
life,
I'ma quote
but
that, huh?
That's great.
That's dope
phenomenal,
shit,
though.
bro. That stuck with me, man.
That is phenomenal.
That stuck
and
with me,
that's
bro.
true. I mean, you can judge a lot about people just based off of the music they listen.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it's because
Exactly.
music, music is so. That's the thing about music.
Well, first
It's
of
so everywhere, bro.
Do you love music? Do you love music in general? There's a whole-
I don't love music. I'm in love with music.
Okay,
There you go.
So, are you gonna hang out with a girl that's playing trash and you love?
That's what
music?
I'm saying.
You love this art.
See,
I love instruments. It's not even. I love instruments.
I love instruments. I like the sound. I love the art of music.
But that's what I'm saying. Some people just like music, songs.
Songs.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, I like this
But I
song.
like
But it's like, oh, do you hear that trumpet or do you hear that bass or do you hear that
Yes,
snaz,
yes.
that hi
Hey, I
hat?
tell
They
people-
like, I don't know what none of
look,
that shit is.
look.
The beat sound good.
I tell people all the time.
I'm like, oh no, I can't.
when we're listening to a
I mean,
song,
I don't know a lot of shit.
when we're listening to a song
But
though,
I'm like, yo, this beat is fire.
hey, when
Yeah.
we're listening to a song though,
Your ears
I
tone.
have to have people. The song has to ride out.
Yep.
Like you can't cut the song. You know when the beat plays for about 15, 20 seconds
Yes.
after? No, you let that shit ride out. If you cut that song off, I'm
You know
gonna
who's
slap the shit
good
out
with
Dude, I
that?
hate
Wiz.
that.
Wiz was
Oh,
always
yeah.
great.
Wiz
with
will
that.
let that bitch ride. He'll get off the track and just let that bitch ride for like 2 minutes.
Macaroni.
And I love it every time he do that
Yo,
shit,
the
bro.
mesmerize beat when that
Oh
shit
my
just
God.
fades,
Yeah.
bro.
That cushion
Yeah,
orange
bro.
juice.
Yeah.
Cushion orange juice was perfect for it.
For that.
That was
For
perfect
that.
for
And
it, bro.
That's exactly what you need, bro.
Yo, Drake,
Cuddy does that
my
too.
favorite
Drake
artist.
is also sweet.
Drake
Drake
does
is
it
good
too.
at-
Drake
is
does
good
it
at
too.
that. Drake is good at that.
But I feel like those are people who just ears are so in tune,
Yep.
bro.
When
They
Drake-
know it.
When Drake had Hiatus Coyote to open up his album, I was like, that man knows music.
There's a lot of people
How-
that see sounds.
What you mean?
Like
Yeah, I
Kanye?
see him, bro.
You know, people
Kanye?
like they see like colors.
You know what the thing is? I
They
don't
can
because
hear
I'm a
beat and, like,
cameraman.
see colors.
I see everything so visual.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything I see through a camera, like just this conversation, I'm looking at it through a camera.
Yeah.
Like that's just
Like,
how
you're
I
looking
am.
at the
All
angle.
it's literally
Okay.
like I get tired of it.
You get
Like
tired
when,
of it.
when I see somebody wearing something, I like
Think about
just
how I'm
looking
gonna
at you
shoot
right
that.
now. I'm looking at you like taking a picture
That's
all day. I do it all
man, I'm
fucking
looking at
day,
that. I'm
bro.
looking at
This is why I'm saying because
all
I
day,
think
bro. It's tiring.
I don't know if we had this confirmed, but I think a lot of the homies are trying to go to Chicago for New Year's.
I'm going. Please tell me that everybody's
Yo,
down.
please.
I'm with that.
We all
I gotta-
got
I'm
to.
so down,
is,
bro.
is that for sure though? Is that the move? Like,
I'm so
Oh,
down.
that'll be the
Oh,
fuck
if we
it.
do
I'm
that,
Especially if we all
remember,
drive together.
Remember
Oh,
Kyle
bro.
We gonna
talking
be
about,
lit.
Yo, we're gonna do
Get a hotel
Lola,
side by side.
Lollapalooza, not Lollapalooza.
Lala.
Not Lala.
Lala is
that's
like
in summer.
Tennessee
Yeah, that
one.
shit
Give me
already
Tennessee.
passed.
What's the Tennessee one?
Oh, Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo. We're
I've
doing
never
it as
been
a
there.
whole group.
I'm not camping out.
Everybody. You're not going?
Nah,
Oh, you got to stay outside.
Yeah.
You can sleep in the car.
Hey,
You
let
got to
me
stay outside.
You're not
Yeah,
gonna sleep
you
in the
gotta
car.
camp
You
out.
let me
never-
comment
you never
on
slept
it.
in
Let me
a car?
I'm not
comment on
ready
the
for that one
Bonnaroo,
yet.
bro.
Bro, if
Can
we
you
do it
shower?
as a family though.
He's been to
Is there
Bonnaroo.
places
Hold
to
on.
shower?
Hey, let me comment on
Nick's
the
been to
Bonnaroo. I've
Bonnaroo.
been the last 2 years. It'll change your life, bro.
Bro,
You
Can
do
you
it.
shower?
Yes,
If we-
you can.
Oh, okay, I'm down.
If we could do it as a
As long as I can
group,
get in the fucking shower.
like I'm
You gotta
talking
pay
like
$10,
15
but-
of us.
To fucking shower?
To shower.
wait, what?
Did you shower though is the real question.
Hell no, he didn't. Hell no,
Hell
he
no.
didn't.
Hell no. Hell no, I
I
didn't
didn't
shower.
shower.
Both
Y'all gonna
both
smell my
years,
stinky
both
ass.
years stank ass. That's
Oh, yeah.
for real,
That
for
is
real.
hilarious.
That's how
Hey
it is
man,
out
we
there.
guys though. I'll probably go a day
Ain't
or
hooking
two.
up with no
Like,
hippie
fuck it.
bitches. Ain't
You
it?
would.
Hey, I
Smelling
was
like
like,
ass.
Hold up,
Yeah,
Nick.
yeah.
Nick, quick question. Are people fucking out there?
yeah, but
That's fucked up.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You
I'm not-
paying $10?
I'm not trying
You
to
you
fuck
paying
no hippie
$10,
bitches
bro.
out there, bro.
Yeah, you right.
So
You're
you're telling
right.
me
The
that
dick
they
turned
go
into a
out there,
crystal.
they shit out there. Where do they shit?
In a hole and
No,
just
no,
bury
they
it.
got mad. They
playing.
got mad bathrooms.
Stop playing. We have
Bathrooms
You
or
say-
porta potties.
No,
Nigga, porta
bathrooms,
potties are bathrooms.
bathrooms.
Nigga, get that out of here.
So
You're not big. You're not digging a
think
hole.
about this though. You got niggas out there that don't shower because they don't want to pay the $10. They fucking they.
They on a lot of drugs.
Hey, you don't have to
They on a lot of
be
drugs.
one of those people. You don't have to be one of those people. And furthermore, the girls usually shower. It's the dudes that aren't.
I mean,
Who's headlining
it
that?
depends. If you
Who's
take a
headlining?
shit out
Is
there,
did that come out yet?
What?
Bonnaroo?
if you take a
They
shit
have
out
line
there,
up-
you
no,
gotta
no.
shower.
Let's
Can't
talk
be-
about it
you
when
can't be
that-
walking around with stank, crusty ass.
And it's normally hot
If
as
you take,
fuck too.
yeah, if you
ain't it?
take a
Like-
shit out there, you gotta shower. You gotta.
Yeah.
You
No,
gotta
and
pay. I'll
it
be
is
like,
scoldering.
Yo, if Kid
Bro.
I'll be
Cudi's
like, yeah,
headline,
I'm dropping the.
If
But-
Kid Cudi's
who's on the
headline,
$10
But if you're
bill?
going with us, we know how to live out there already.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
that's the truth.
I'm gonna just stick to city festivals. You know, that's why Lala sounds better.
Same here.
I can go to the hotel after, take a shower, and then
Yeah,
you can
we
hit
can
the
all-
city afterwards.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I can
Like,
get
do,
good
Lala.
food. I don't
I'm
have to
with
wait on
Lala.
a fucking food
I
truck.
got a good question for you though, Nick.
All right, so you want to do a family thing as
Nick,
Lala?
So what is the craziest shit that you've seen out there when you're at
Ooh, that's a good question.
when you're at Bonnaroo? Yeah.
That's a good question. There's a lot of crazy ass shit I've seen. The craziest thing I've been through personally was I'm not into this music at all, but my brother is. He's into heavy metal, so I went to a heavy metal concert with
We're
him.
just about to be good.
Bro, I crowd surfed for the first time in my life. It was insane.
Oh, I've crowd surfed before.
Check that off the
shit is
bucket list.
awesome.
But
It's so fucking
but
awesome.
I was in the mosh pit, bro.
Was that
And
on
that
your
was
bucket
the
I mosh
crazy.
pit
That was
before, too. I just
literally
did that shit
crazy.
this year.
That literally
mosh
was
pit?
crazy.
Yeah, I bust my lip. I cut my
Yeah.
head. I lost my wallet.
Yeah, I lost my glasses.
I was fucked up that day, but I was so
I lost
amped.
my glasses and I was on the bottom of like a pile of people, bro.
It was
insane.
amped,
And I got
Hey, a question.
I went back in the concert 3 times after I crowd surfed.
Hey, a question
It
to
was sick.
Curtis and Nick. What exactly goes down during a mosh pit? Like, explain both of your
Is
expense.
it bows? Is it a lot of bows?
First of all, bro,
I'll let
it's
Curtis go
it's
first.
so much energy. Like when they say open it up, that means everybody push their ass back. Who's not willing to jump into this shit? Everybody gets their fair chance. It's like everybody scoots back. Y'all jump in. Y'all know y'all liable to slip, get busted in y'all fucking mouth, crack y'all head. And I'll be so, bro. My mosh pit, I was in mosh pit in loafers, cause I didn't know what the environment was gonna be. Bro, I went home that night. My fucking lip was busted. My nose was bleeding. My lip was sticking to the pillow.
Wow.
And I woke up the next morning like, all right, let's do it again.
No way.
Yeah, no, it
No way.
really
Let's
is
do it
live.
again.
Like
it was so fucking fun, bro.
Where'd you go to?
I went to Rolling Loud down in Miami this past year.
Okay.
Bro,
That's my first time mosh pit, and I
I
loved
feel
it.
like if I got into a mosh pit though, I just want to get into a straight. I want to whip
Okay,
somebody's
yeah, I wanna
ass, bro.
fight.
Hey,
wanna snuff
but
niggas.
you don't. But you really don't, because all that shoving and pushing, it's positive. It sounds so negative, but it's positive, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get what you're saying. No. All right. The thing I think about like mosh pits is my senior year, we just beat South in basketball. First of all, I'm not on team student. So I'm not letting the, you know
no,
what
I know.
mean?
I remember
But
the game.
We went to.
I remember the game,
We went to Keegan's house. Shout out Keegan, his parents, Tad. You're a great
bro.
dude.
Great food. There.
Yeah, we went there right after the game with all the players, and they start playing music, and we're celebrating, bro. We're celebrating. Boy, it's a mosh pit. Like niggas are on top of niggas. Like niggas are stepping on people.
Yeah, I'm caught.
Santa's fat ass jumping on
Yo,
niggas, bro, you know. But it's positive. But it's positive. Like niggas are fucking shit up, but it's positive. We broke some egg. I don't know, like a fartman egg, like a. It was so good. I was happy.
Yeah, I'm claustrophobic. I can't do all that.
Yo,
shit.
all I'm saying is, if
I
I
see
get,
you do that shit.
let's say I'm in a mosh
You
pit.
got lit. You got lit before. Get the fuck out.
Let's say I'm in a
yeah.
mosh pit, bro, and I get hit by one
You got a
person.
mosh?
No. They not. But the thing about mosh pit, bro, they not going. Nobody fools out swings. Like
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
a fight.
Like
It's literally just bouncing up and down.
like literally.
Like you'll catch eyes with people and just shoulder to shoulder, but it's like positive. It's not like I'm trying to knock you the fuck
Right.
out. It's just like we just bouncing.
Literally, like at the one I went to, like the first 3 rows or so was the mosh pit.
Yes,
So at
and
the
that's where I
beginning.
need to be.
So I went there and I found my brother like out of the whole
Hold on, you
crowd.
talking about David?
Yeah, I found his ass.
No way.
And he was just moshing by himself, like literally, like I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What the fuck is this nigga doing, bro?" And I walked up to him, I was like, "Bro, what is this, bro?" And he's like, "Just start hitting people. Just start hitting." People. I was like, "No
Bro,
way."
it's fun, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
So I
bro.
started,
It's
I started
fucking
going
fun.
at it, and I just see like girls coming at me, and they,
Bruh,
bro,
yes, girls do be in
I
my,
was like,
but
if
I don't like it.
Way.
Like it's times
Actually,
where,
that's
bro,
what
I
I was
was
talking
bouncing
about.
so
I'm tripping.
hard. I'm talking about jump. I'm literally on some, like I got 2 heads under my arms jumping. But as soon as I see a girl, I'll stop and I'll push them to the side because
Okay.
they so frail.
Well,
I'm like,
shit,
what are y'all
shit,
doing in
shit,
here?
a couple of them
and I'll
came at
push
me.
them out.
A couple of them came at me, and I gave them bows, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah.
Hey, we in here.
I couldn't do it, bro.
We in here.
As soon as I felt that energy, bro, I see a little face. They be looking scared. They be like,
Hey,
oh,
hey,
I'm
get
like,
it.
all right, get
Hey,
out. Let's get her out. Let's get her out.
Hey, the thing is, they could get out whenever they want. So get the fuck out.
Sometimes,
or get
though-
bows. But anyway,
Sometimes it get rough,
yeah.
man.
Anyway,
They
this
get rough.
dude, I'll shout out the band is Lamb of God, bro. This dude called for
That shit sounds crazy.
Yeah, the
You said
circle
Lamb
of
of
death.
I'm moshing to that
Yeah,
shit.
he called
I'm
for the
moshing to black
circle of
people
death,
music.
and I,
Is this music like?
yeah,
I'm not doing
Bro.
that.
bro.
That sounds like you fucking gagging.
Let me tell you about
What?
You know that shit?
Let me tell you about the circle of death, bro. So he calls for this shit.
Circle of death.
Yeah, he calls for this shit. I was like, David, what the fuck is this shit? So everybody like starts circling up, and I'm like, bro, I'm out of the circle. I'm like,
Put me
this
in.
shit.
Put me in.
I was trying to get in.
Hold on, they make a circle.
Yeah, and I was trying to get
Yeah,
in.
bro, it's called opening it up.
Yeah,
Where you'll see a
Yeah.
whole circle just
Well,
open.
obviously-
Niggas do that, like,
obviously these
break dance and
motherfuckers-
shit, you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. But
Right.
now just imagine just jumping into
So
that
it's like
shit.
a gladiator pit, like two
Exactly.
niggas come at you.
No,
like,
no, that's not
oh.
2. It's like 30.
Hey, obviously
Oh,
these
shit, but it's the
motherfuckers
big
knew it was
circle
my
still.
first
Exactly.
time because
Wow.
they wouldn't let me in the circle. So I was in the middle. And this dude just starts screaming, and they all just start running at each other, bro.
Yes, I love it.
bro.
I love
And
it.
I was in the middle, and I got
I love it,
tabletop.
bro. It was so fucking
And
fun.
I was in the. I was
It
on
sounds
the,
crazy,
I was
bro,
on the
but it's fun.
bottom of this pile.
All right,
bro.
so we're talking about mosh pits apparently, but I
Yeah.
want to see. I'm not festival experience. I want to know what are the best festivals to go to. This is kind of
It depends on the type of music that you like. That's all.
It's always a
yeah.
lineup, bro.
Like
Yeah.
when I went to Rolling Loud, it's mainly like black. Like
Okay.
we had Travis Scott, Coochie,
Okay.
Migos.
you know what I hate
Yeah.
living in the Midwest in Cali, bro. There's so many
Many
festivals
festivals.
that I just
Well, because
see.
Oh, yeah, that's because the weather, though. That's because of the weather.
And it's like a 2-hour drive to wherever
Yeah,
you
it's
want.
easy.
I heard,
Easy,
4-hour
super
drive.
easy.
I heard Electric Forest was dope.
That's in
Electric Forest,
Michigan.
I heard
Yeah,
it.
my
That's
dude
Michigan,
goes
right?
there every year.
Oh,
He loves
yo,
it.
let's do that.
He
I've seen
loves
it.
it.
I've
They like
seen it.
line the trees all up with like neon
Yes,
and everything.
yes,
I
like
love to
big-ass
go.
trees.
That shit's-
I'm taking so many
Ooh.
drugs if I do
Ooh,
go. I'm
how
taking
about
them
the
all.
Yeah.
There's this huge festival that they do in Europe every year. Is it
Tomorrowland?
Tomorrowland?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it is
I think they
Tomorrowland.
made like a
Yeah.
movie about it on
That
Netflix.
shit
That
looks
nuts.
crazy.
Yo,
Like,
is that what's the boat festival? It's like in the south. It's
I'm
like in
not doing no
Greece or
boat
whatever.
festival.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
ain't
no,
getting
but
on-
it look-
I ain't getting on no water,
I'm
bro.
No, no,
Yeah,
that
I ain't doing
hangout,
no fucking
hangouts in
boat
Bama.
festival. Nah.
It's like this is in Europe,
They
but it's
make
like
niggas walk the
they're in
plank.
they're like
he said make niggas off the plank.
Yo,
you ain't
I don't
partying
like
now. Walk
I don't
the
like
fucking
open
plank.
water either, bro. I hate open
no,
water.
but hey,
that ocean is
from
scary,
what
bro.
from what I saw, it looked amazing. I mean, you're on yachts. It's not like you're just on a boat. Like you're on.
All right, well,
Yeah, that
looks
was
like
fun.
it's getting time to. It's about
Damn,
time.
already? We gotta
Yes,
get
I
on,
know,
bro.
man.
We're
It's
over an
good. I love it though. We cutting off on a
I
good
love it.
positive
Yeah.
energy.
There you go.
I love
We
it,
got
though.
deep. We bounced out.
Yo, Kanye's dick. I like it, bro. Get big, boy. Get boy. Get big,
Whoa,
boy.
whoa,
Eat,
whoa,
bro.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Eat,
whoa,
bro.
whoa.
Hold on, hold on.
Kanye's
Listen,
dick.
You haven't
I
seen
appreciate all y'all.
I'll show you later,
I
bro.
appreciate all
I
y'all's
love y'all.
opinions, all y'all's thoughts, matters. I'm surrounded by good people, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, this ain't just booze talking either.
Hey,
I
it's
love all
Sunday.
y'all,
It's
bro.
Sunday. Make sure you listen to some soul, some R&B, get some.
Oh, and
Rayana
check
Jay.
out the podcast on Podcast Addict.
Ooh,
We
there
are
go.
now on there.
There we are. I didn't even know we were on there either. That's the
Yeah, we're
crazy
there.
part. But like I said, like this man Curtis said, check us out on iTunes. Check us out the Google Play Store, and also be sure to follow us on YouTube,
Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram. We gotta start working on our Instagram page.
Yeah,
we don't really
yeah,
do
we
it.
do.
Oh no, we doing that today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
we're doing
and the artist that we were,
For sure.
Rayana.
Oh yeah, be sure to check out
Oh, yeah,
Rayana
she's
Jay.
fire. She's so fire.
But stay blessed and have a great Sunday.
Yeah.
Love you.